What's up, everybody? This is Russell Brunson. I want to welcome you guys to the webinar. We're going to be getting started here in a few minutes. Just wanted to jump on really quick and say hello. We're so excited to have you guys all here. I'm excited for this encore presentation. We tried to do this last week, and some of you guys knew the entire recording crashed. We had over 3,800 people who were live watching this through Zoom, and we couldn't get everybody on. And so instead of just like trying to salvage replay, we thought we would do it live again. And so that is what's going to be happening here right now. So I'm excited. So basically, kind of backstory behind this is Todd Dickerson. You can see his picture there, right there. He is one of the co-founders of ClickFunnels. He was here in Boise last week, and we started crunching through all the numbers, and we wanted to see like what is the difference between those who are having tons of success and those who are struggling. My biggest philosophy and mission here at ClickFunnels is to help small business owners, help entrepreneurs like us to be successful. And so I'm like we have so much data. We have more data than anybody on earth. Like, what is it that's working? What's not working? So we can figure those things out, and then we can show everybody what's happening, what's working. So Todd went through and dug through tons of stuff, over 2 million funnels. You see 2,039,482 funnels that were in ClickFunnels as of last week. That number has gone up dramatically since then, which is cool. And then he went through over 70,000 split tests to try to figure out like what are the commonalities, what's working, what's not working. And what's interesting is when we first started doing this, at first it didn't make sense. We started pulling like all the top converting funnels and the highest ones, the highest opt-in rates, the highest sales rates, the highest conversions, which funnels making the most, which combination of funnels were making the most, and like all these things at first, like it was really fuzzy because it was hard to see like the commonalities between everything, right? But what was interesting is that as we got more and more data, he started showing me all the reports and all the stuff, and all of a sudden like these patterns started becoming clear. And all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, this is the pattern. And I don't know about you, but I'm a big believer of like, if you can see a pattern, then you can take those things and you can amplify them. And so as we started seeing the pattern, I started freaking out. And I said, Todd, let's show this to everybody. And he's like, when? I'm like, let's do it tomorrow. And so I literally that night, the next 24 or like 18 hours of my life, I stayed up and built the first version of the PowerPoint slides I'm gonna share with you guys today. We did it live last week, and then as you know, we had over 3,800 people who were live on watching, and the replay crashed. So this is take two. I also spent probably another 15 or so hours over the last 3 or 4 days cleaning up the slides, adding in a bunch of new cool things, showing more tests, more data, and so that's kind of what's happening. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna dive in here now that we got all you guys on. Again, if you have any questions, we want to interact with me. We have a Q&A box here in Zoom. Please message through there. There's a chat box. We blocked it just because it's really hard for me to keep up with those and the Q&A and everything. So if you wanted to interact with me, please do. It makes it so much easier if you guys are interacting. Then post it there in Q&A box. In fact, just to kick this thing off, you guys all click on the Q&A box and let me know where you guys are calling in from. I know we got entrepreneurs from all around the world. As you can see here at the top of the slide, like. We have all sorts of types of entrepreneurs and business owners inside ClickFunnels as well. We have entrepreneurs, we have small business owners, we have online marketers, we have marketing agencies, tons of people, and I'm just so excited to share with you guys. So, all right, we got people coming in from all around the world. We've got Chicago, we've got New York, we've got Hawaii, we've got Dubai, we've got people from, okay, you guys are calling from everywhere. It's awesome. Some of you guys, it's probably 2 or 3 in the morning. So thank you for taking the time and effort. I promise you that this will be entertaining. It's gonna be fun. It'll be well worth your time. One more thing before I jump into this, I want to just stress, if you have Skype open or Facebook Messenger or your cell phone or anything, please turn them off. I promise you that your focus, your attention for the next 90 minutes or so will be well worth your time. I just need you to focus, and I promise if you do that, I'm going to give you some stuff that will change your business, and probably, if you listen and pay close attention, it's probably going to change your life as well. All right, so that's it. I'm going to jump right into this. Again, one last time, after over 2 million funnels, over 70,000 split tests, this is what we have learned. I'm going to show you guys 3 simple tweaks our top members use to instantly boost their sales by 540% without driving any traffic. How many of you guys are excited about this? If you're excited, go to the Q&A box and be like, I'm excited, and tell me how much you're freaking out. Because I'm excited, I'm freaking out, you can probably tell as well. In fact, I was here at the office till 2:30 last night working on the new version of these slides, and I'm just so excited to share with you. Okay, so I just want to stress really quick as we dive into this. This right now, what you guys are about to learn, this is the equivalent if you were to go to Google, and this guy right here, Larry Page, was to say, hey guys, guess what? I know no one really knows our algorithm. We've been talking about it. We can always change it, but I'm just going to give it to a few people. How many of you guys want the algorithm? Like, how many of you guys would freak out if Larry Page was like, here's the algorithm, and you're just like, oh, that's all it is, and you knew exactly what to do with absolute certainty to get page 1, not just page 1, but #1 ranking in Google every single time for every single keyword you could ever dream of. It'd be like cheating, right? But that's what this is like. This is like Larry Page looking at the entire internet, everything through Google, and telling you, this is what you need to do. This is the first, second, third most important things. That is literally what's happening right now, because there's nobody else on planet Earth that has more data about funnels than we do here at ClickFunnels. We have over 50,000 active members. We got over 2 million funnels. And so there's no one else that has this data besides us. And I promise you, if you listen the same way you would listen if Larry Page was to come to you and give you Google's algorithm, that's what's going to happen. This is literally the funnel algorithm. This will give you everything you need to know to be successful. And you just got to reverse engineer it inside of your company. Okay. Now, are you in the right place? I know we got a ton of people online. So I did a recent poll inside of our ClickFunnels members group asking, like, who are the people that are using ClickFunnels? I want to know who all of you crazy people are. And what was interesting is there's a lot of different types of people. There's entrepreneurs, there's small business owners, there's online marketers, there's digital marketers, there's marketing agencies, there's coaches, there's business professionals, there's network marketers, marketing managers, website designers, authors. There's a couple Russell Brunson groupies, which is funny. There's tech experts, there's people reinventing their career, there's marketing consultants, there's digital marketing experts, there's authors, and like there's tons of you guys that are here. So if any of these things resonate with you, then you're in a good spot. Okay? It means you have found a home, you found your family. We are all people just like you who are trying to change the world through the products and the services that we're selling. Okay? And some of you guys are working for yourself, some of you guys work inside of a company. I don't really care what it is. If you are someone who is here, it means you are in the right spot and you're about to learn something that's going to take whatever it is you're doing and take it to the next level. Okay? So really quick, I'm going to get this part out of the way quick because I don't really care. But my name is Russell Brunson. For those who have no idea who I am, I'm one of the co-founders of ClickFunnels. I've had a chance to build funnels for some of the top people in the world. I built out funnels for Tony Robbins, for Marcus Lemonis from the TV show The Prophet. In fact, Marcus, like we did so much, he actually had me on the show The Prophet. How many of you guys watched CNBC and you watched the show The Prophet? Okay, if you watched the episode with Flex Watches, they had me come on and we built that entire funnel for Flex Watches. You can see in the picture here how these guys are all going crazy when I revealed, like, this is the funnel we built for you. They were going crazy. And so we've been on The Prophet talking about funnels, talking about ClickFunnels. Like, this is something that's huge and it's something that I'm so passionate about that I love sharing with people like you. And so, but what I'm most excited is not about me, because I don't really care that I was on TV. Like, none of this stuff really matters to me, and it shouldn't matter to you. What I care the most about, what our company, what our entire team's excited, is we're trying to get as many of our customers, many of our members, into a thing that we call the 2 Comma Club. Now, so if you don't know what the 2 Comma Club is, I was a little slow. Someone had to explain it to me. But basically, in $1 million, there's 2 commas. So when somebody has a funnel that's made at least $1 million, we reward them with this huge plaque. It's like a Grammy Award-winning gold record with their name on it and 2 commas they can put on their wall, just to show that, like, they're having success. Okay? And so that's my goal, and that's my goal of this presentation. If I can show you guys the algorithm, if I can show you the blueprint, you're a lot more likely to actually have a chance to go out there and succeed, just like all these people you see here on stage. Now, the reason why I invented the 2 Comma Club, this is because when I was starting this business about 14 or 15 years ago, there was a guy who came out, his name was John Reese, and he did what nobody thought was possible. It was kind of like the 4-minute mile. You guys remember the story about Roger Bannister when he went out there and the whole world said it's impossible to break the 4-minute mile, and he was like, I think I'm going to do it. And he went out there and he shattered the 4-minute mile. Now, for centuries before that, nobody had ever done it. Nobody believed it was impossible. But what's interesting is as soon as Roger did it, afterwards everybody else believed they could do it. And then the next year, 2 years, 3 years, a handful of people all did it as well. So when he broke the 4-minute mile, everyone else knew they could do it as well. And John did that for me. So if you look at this right here, this is a picture. This is on August 17th, 2004. John Reese, who's one of the pioneers of our industry, he did a product launch. His goal was to make $1 million in a day. And he went out there and he did it. It took him 18 hours to make $1 million online. And this is the picture here of the launch day with them like doing their countdown. And I can just imagine like sitting in that room with him and experiencing that, seeing the sales coming through and marking it down and like the excitement of having this huge goal that nobody thought was possible and then smashing through it in like 18 hours. And when I saw this, I was a young kid. I was at the time making maybe $1,000 a month online, selling some of the dorky things I was selling on eBay and other things like that. And I saw him do that. I remember sitting there thinking, man, if John Reese can make $1 million in a day, I wonder if I can make $1 million in a year. And I never even considered that as a possibility. I never thought about it. But when he did it, when he broke that 4-minute mile, for me, it became possible. So I went out there, I started launching businesses with a different mindset, with different intention, because I knew that if John Reese can make $1 million in a day, I think I can make $1 million in a year. And I started trying and started trying. And I was in college at the time, and I tried thing after thing. And what was interesting is within the year of graduating from college, I had made $1 million. I didn't in a day, or even in a year, but within a year, I'd done $1 million. And then my next goal was like, okay, I want to do $1 million in a year. And it took me about 1 or 2 years to get it. And finally I got it, and I did $1 million in a year. And then I was like, okay, I want to do what John did. How do I do $1 million in a month? And I worked. Eventually I had $1 million month. And then I was like, I want to do $1 million day. And now there's been multiple times I've done $1 million day. And I knew that it was possible, not because like I'm great or anything. I knew it was possible because John had done it. And I know there's so many other pioneers in our industry who saw John do it, and then it became real for them too. And so I wanted this to become real for all of our members as well. I wanted them to see that it wasn't just Russell making money with ClickFunnels, it was happening all around them. In fact, this is me. This is my wife and I in our very first home after we got married. Like, that's me. So I'm speaking to all the people like me who had a buzzed head, glasses, were so broke you had to cut up your credit cards because you didn't even have the money to pay the monthly fees. Like, that was the reality of my life when John broke the 4-minute mile. And that gave me so much faith and so much hope that I look back now, the last 15 years of my life and my career, it's changed my life. And so if I can do that for you, that John Reese did for me, that's what gets me fired up and excited. And so us as a community, so you guys know who you are part of now, because you're on this webinar, you are part of a community of like-minded entrepreneurs like you. We call ourselves funnel hackers. And we're entrepreneurs who aren't just trying to sell stuff and make a quick buck, but we're legitimately trying to change the world. How do we help people? How do we serve people at the highest level? Like, business is all about changing people's lives. That's what we believe as funnel hackers, okay? And so we always tell people, like, you as a funnel hacker, like, you're just one funnel away from getting into the 2 Comma Club. The 2 Comma Club is fun. It means you made $1 million in a funnel, but what's more important is, like, what did that mean? Like, what kind of impact did you have on the world if you made $1 million? How many people's lives were changed because of the products and the services that you sold? And I want you to understand, like, you're literally just one funnel away. And one funnel away from what? For every one of you guys, it's different. Some of you guys, you're one funnel away from financial freedom. Some of you guys, you have a message you want to share with the world, and you're literally one funnel away from sharing that message with more people. Some of you guys are one funnel away from actually providing for your family. Some of you guys are one funnel away from more time freedom, from changing the world, from serving more people, from quitting your job, from spending more time with your loved ones. Whatever that means to you, we understand that freedom, that thing that you are on this webinar trying to discover, that thing you became an entrepreneur to do, like, you're literally one funnel away from that. And when you understand that, it gets exciting. And we're going to talk about that at the end. In fact, I've got about 15 or 16 ClickFunnels members who are waiting in the queue to get on live and share with you their stories about ClickFunnels and about their one funnel away. All these guys were struggling, and all of a sudden they had a funnel that hit, and it changed everything for them. So they're going to be sharing your story. So make sure you hang out, because at the end they're jumping on. It's going to be so much fun. All right. So what are funnels? For those who have no idea what I'm talking about, funnels are the new opportunities. Funnels, how all selling online will be done in the future. Okay. The left-hand side is the traditional website. This is what most people are familiar with. Traditional websites are the equivalent of slamming a whole bunch of customers into a brick wall and no money comes out. Okay. I don't care what you think or believe. They're over. It's done. The new opportunity, the future, is a thing we call sales funnels. We're taking somebody through a process. And I'm going to show you guys funnels and explain these things to you, and you'll understand it more as we go throughout. But this is the new opportunity, sales funnels, okay? So funnels, this is how entrepreneurs are literally changing the world. Now, recently I was hanging out with, I was listening to one of my friends, Ryan Moran, and he gave a definition of what an entrepreneur was that changed my perspective on everything. He said an entrepreneur is someone who took personal responsibility for a problem that wasn't their own. Okay, I want you to say that again. An entrepreneur is someone who took personal responsibility for a problem that wasn't their own. Okay, think about most of society, most people out there in the world. Things happen, there's problems, there's issues, and what do? They complain about it, they blame other people, they blame the government, they blame the school system, they blame all sorts of things, and all they do is they blame. So what makes you an entrepreneur? Okay, for some crazy reason, you saw that problem that was not your own. Instead of blaming the school or society or your family or your whoever, you looked at it and said, that responsibility, that problem right there, that's my problem. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to actually figure out a way to fix it. And that's what makes you weird, and that's what makes you amazing, okay? Now, I want to share with you guys a couple examples of people who took personal responsibility for a problem that wasn't their own. These are ClickFunnels members that have done this, okay? The first one, this is Pamela Weibel. And a lot of you guys probably never heard of Pamela, but she's a doctor. Her whole life she wanted to be a doctor. Went to as a kid, she wanted to be a doctor, went to medical school, everything. She got to medical school, and then guess what happened? People in school with her, people she loved, people she cared about, who had the same dream that she did, were miserable, and they started committing suicide. And there was suicide after suicide when she was going through school. People who were trying to become doctors. And then when she became a doctor, she went out and started practicing. And the same thing. All these people around her, doctors that she loved, were committing suicide. Now, most of us look at that problem and be like, that's the medical, that's the medical community's problem. That's government's problem. We'd be blaming someone, right? But instead, Pamela looked at it and said, this problem is my problem, and I'm going to solve that. And Pamela's gone out there and she's made it her mission to save doctors. Now, doctors' suicide rate is double the #2 highest suicide rate, okay? I didn't know that before I met Pamela. In fact, she was at our office last week and she gave me this book, one of her books, and she signed it. She said, Russell, thanks for creating the software that's helped me to save countless lives. Okay, Pamela is an entrepreneur because she looked at that problem, and even though it wasn't her fault, it wasn't her problem, it wasn't anything she should deal with, she looked at it and said, I'm going to take personal responsibility for that. And now she's literally saving people's lives every single day. She's doing that through funnels. And that's the magic we're talking about. Here's another one. This is Kaylin Poland. Some of you guys know her. I talk about her a lot in our trainings. She was overweight when she was younger, and she couldn't lose the weight. She was struggling, and she had some things in her life happen. Eventually, she went and she lost a ton of weight, and she went and started competing. She won a world record for in a bodybuilding competition, and she went through this whole process. And the same thing happened to her. She was looking around, and she saw all the other people who were struggling with weight loss. And she could have easily been like, well, they need to eat less. They need to go talk to their doctors. They need to go to a gym or whatever. She said, look, this may not be my problem, but I experienced it. I remember the pain of that thing. She said, I want to fix this. So she took that personal responsibility onto her own. And she came in. And right now, Lady Boss Weight Loss in the last 18 months has helped over 100,000 women have come through their programs and lost weight, felt better about themselves, changed their families. Like, it is insane the impact that she's had on the world because she took personal responsibility for a problem that wasn't her own. And then she used funnels to get that message out. Here's another one. This is Annie Grace. Now, Annie is one of the coolest people I've ever met. Annie was a business professional. She was traveling a lot. And as she traveled, she would go on these different trips and stuff, and she would drink socially with these people, with different colleagues and things like that when she was out traveling. And the more she was doing, the more she would drink. And eventually got to a point where she's like, wow, it's really hard to stop drinking. And she couldn't imagine life without drinking. She thought, you know what? This is a problem. And so she spent the next year of her life trying to figure out, how do I break the shackles of alcoholism? And it's not an easy thing for anyone who's gone through that problem. And she went through and she figured out the way to do it. She's written books on that. And then she got the book out there and started helping other people. And it's insanely cool as I've watched now, over the last year or so that I've known her, I've watched literally thousands of people that she has helped to break the chains of alcohol addiction. She's done it through her books, she's done it through webinar funnels. And what's interesting is, again, she can look at that. It's not her fault that other people are struggling with alcohol addiction. But she looked at that and said, you know what? I struggled with that. And my quality of life is better because I fixed it. I'm going to take personal responsibility for that problem, and I'm going to help other people as well. This is why I love entrepreneurs so much, okay? Again, we're kind of a weird breed, but we're literally the people that are changing the world. It's not going to be governments. It's not going to be school systems. It's going to be people like you and me who have crazy ideas who are trying to actually change the world, okay? And one more to share with you. This is Garrett J. White, the master coach and mentor. Garrett was a man who was struggling in his marriage and his family and his life and his business and everything. And finally one day he said, you know, I have to change. And he had to change everything. And it was not an easy process, right? But he did this thing and he completely transformed his life, his marriage, his business, his family, everything. And then he heard the voice. And it said, this is the problem you need to take care of. And he was like, why should I be doing it? Like, I struggled with my whole life. Like, why is this my problem? But also entrepreneurs don't know how to turn that voice off. And so he said, okay, I'm going to figure out a way to do it. And since then, he's gone on to help thousands and thousands of men to repair their relationships, to fix their body, to fix their businesses, to literally change their life. And Garrett's another one of the examples of just one of our ClickFunnels members that's changing the world. Now, I want to actually share with you a quick video of Garrett because he is using funnels to do this. And this is a video that he gave me of him explaining the impact that ClickFunnels and this whole process I'm sharing with you guys today has had on his life and on his business.
Hello, my name is Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor and founder of Wake Up Warrior Academy. And I will tell you this right now. We have tested with platforms. We have tested everything. I have attempted for the past 6 years to use every available software tool I could find that made it simpler for me to share my message. And it started with WordPress, and then it went plugins, and then Optimized Press, and then we went to Kajabi, and then we went to Lead Pages. And these are all wonderful. Know the owners of these guys are fantastic. The software tools were amazing. When ClickFunnels came out, I was like, dude, I cannot handle another software tool. I don't give a shit. We're just going to manage our stuff between Lead Pages and Kajabi. And then my friend said, just test it. Just try it out. And I went to ClickFunnels, and no bullshit. Like, every software increment over the last 5 years has been not a quantum shift in what you can do with the tool to get your message out to the marketplace. They've been incremental. So like, there's been a move from Kajabi to Lead Pages, or from Optimized Press to Kajabi, and they were these segmented steps that had slight improvements that made it easier. ClickFunnels, though, came out of nowhere. They took the marketplace by storm, just like Apple did when they first launched the iPhone. It was not a linear move anymore. It was a quantum move in improvement that'll open up a gap to allow people just like you watching this, people just like you and me, who are not technically savvy. We weren't born in the matrix, and we didn't have a chip implanted in our heads. We're not engineers or computer science majors, and we don't understand that stuff inherently. ClickFunnels gave you, my friend, an opportunity to cut and decrease the time of stress and anxiety and suffering behind a keyboard, trust me, the days you want to just pound vodka and throw your Mac out the window because you can't figure shit out, ClickFunnels has brought it to a place that it is a quantum leap in opportunity, which allows you, just like the iPhone, to not only look smarter, but to feel smarter, and ultimately to only deal with the stuff that matters, which is getting your message about your product and your program and service out to the marketplace.
How many guys think that ClickFunnels is the most amazing success for
If you're spending all the time on suicide watch and having to check yourself into a hospital and honestly trying to deal with everything else that's come out before it. So I not only fully endorse ClickFunnels, it's the only software tool that we use when it comes to our funnels online across all 4 of my businesses. We're not going anywhere else. Love Russell, love this event. This event married up to that software tool. You are a dumbass if you don't come, and that's okay. There's plenty of dumbasses on the planet. Just don't let it be you.
All right, every time I see that video, I get so pumped up and excited about ClickFunnels and the mission and the message, and just so excited to have a chance to share this with you guys. So I just want you guys to understand before I jump into this, that this is not something that's happening to a few people over here and there, and it's just something that happens to, you know, people that are really good at business or people that are rich already. This is literally happening to hundreds of other people who are just like you. In our last Funnel Hacking Live event, we gave away 93 of these 2 Common Club awards. 93 of them, okay? 93 people who are sitting in the audience that all made over $1 million inside of a funnel. Okay, our Funnel Hacking Live is coming up in the very near future. We already have over 200 people who are going to be coming on stage. People who were just a year prior were sitting in the audience wondering, like, man, that's cool. How do they do that? Like, I don't even know how to, like, I don't even know how to start a business or what to do. And now a year later, they're in the club. So this is happening to people just like you, so you can't discount it. You guys understand that? Like, this is something that's happening. I want to help it to happen for you. Okay, so again, I'm jumping into this now. So after over 2 million funnels and 70,000 split tests, this is what we have learned. Now, these are the 3 secrets I'm going to share with you guys here, if you can see that on the board. Number 1, I'm going to show you guys how to instantly outspend your competitors and ethically steal all potential customers inside of your market. Okay, what we found after going through all these funnels, all these tests, there were similarities that let the people that were in certain markets take almost all of the customers. Okay, when you understand these basic principles, you can go into any market, anytime, and just go get all of the customers and they become yours. Okay, how many of you guys want to learn about that one? Okay, if you want to know, let me know in the box. Because I already know this. All right, cool. They're coming in now. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, after processing over $477,411,000, $717 in revenue, yes, that's almost $500 million in revenue, we were shocked that 98.3% of all of that revenue came from just 3 simple funnels. Is that crazy? I would assume it was like 20 or 30 different types of funnels. There's if you've been online at all, you know there's all these people teaching all sorts of types of funnels, and there's a lot of them out there, but almost all of the revenue came from just 3. Okay? So my question for you, are you using these 3 in your business? What kind of funnel are you building right now? If it's not one of these 3, this is where you should be focusing, because 98.3% of all revenue came from one of these 3 funnel types. I'm going to show you guys that right here in a second. And then the third thing, and this one has really shocked me actually, this is the secret almost backward traffic source that literally fuels all of the top 100 funnels. Okay? When I first saw that, I was like, what? And at first it was kind of confusing to me. And then after I saw the stats and the results, it all of a sudden made perfect sense and perfect clarity. And so I'm going to show you guys all those 3 things. You guys excited about that? Okay, so let's jump right in. So secret number 1, how to instantly outspend your competitors and ethically steal all potential customers inside of your market. Now, I was making this slide. Todd, my business partner and co-founder of ClickFunnels, saw that Tim Ferriss posted this on his Instagram. It said, I drink the tears of my enemies. So I literally just grabbed it off Instagram and posted it here, because that's kind of what it's going to be like when you take all of the customers in your market and your competitors are in trouble. Okay, so here's the first principle you have to understand. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay, I learned this from Dan Kennedy, who was one of my first mentors. So I'm going to repeat it again. This is very, very important. Okay, the first time I heard it, it did not make sense to me, and I want to make sure I explain this to you as well. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. So a business that beats its competition by making the same prospect worth more to his business than to that of his competition. Okay? So let me walk you through what that means. So let's just say you are an author. I know some of you guys are authors, some of you guys aren't, but let's just say you're an author, okay? So if you're a traditional author and you're selling your books on Amazon, like this book right here, these are some of my favorite business books. This one sells for $15.95. So how much money can I spend to acquire a customer? Right? I can spend up to $15.95 and then we break even, okay? So most authors struggle because that's all they can spend to sell a book, okay? Now I'm gonna show you how funnels help you sell a ton of books. And unlike most authors, I'm literally able to sell between 3,000 to 5,000 books a week, every single week with absolute certainty, Okay, let me show how it works. So here is the magic, aka the basic math that makes all of this thing work. Okay, now I'm not a super good student. I'm not super good at math or anything. There's like 3 numbers I understand in all of business, and these are them. If you understand these 3 numbers, you will be as good at marketing math as you need to be. Okay, so these are the numbers. CPA stands for cost per acquisition, or how much does it cost to get a customer. Okay, and then over here is ACV, average cart value. It's how much money you make on average for every single person who buys your product. Okay, so let me walk you through the numbers, how this works. Step number 1, we go and buy ads. So for right now, for my book, it costs me about $23 to sell 1 copy of my book. So my CPA, my cost per acquisition, my cost to acquire customer is $23. Okay, now if you look at the numbers right now, these guys selling on Amazon are already in trouble. Okay, it cost me $23 to get a customer, and they only make $15.95 on their books. Okay, that's why these guys don't sell that many books. Okay, now step number 2 is I sell them a copy of my book. Now, right now, the way I do my book funnels is someone pays $7.95 shipping and handling to get a copy of one of my books. And right now, 13% of the people at this page, they say yes. Okay, so we send them here. 13% say yes. So my average cart value so far is $7.95, right? If someone bought a book, they've only spent $7.95. So my average cart value, how much money I made so far is $7.95. Okay, now most people can stop there. So I spent $23, I made $7.95. That's not a very good business. I'm going to be digging a hole pretty quick, right? But that's where the magic of a funnel takes over. So let me take you now to step number 3. Step number 3, I offer what we call an order form bump. Okay, so order form bump is an upsell that's right there on the order form. So after they put in their credit card, but before they click submit, there's an upsell that says, hey, do you want this special thing? Okay, so right now 20.8% of my book customers take a $37 order form bump. Okay, so not everybody, but 1 out of 5 click on this button here and pay me an extra $37. So if you take the math on that, so I got $7.95 from the free book. 20% of $37 is $7.70. So if you add that together, so right now my average cart value is $15.65. So I spent $23 to sell a book, and so far I made $15.63. I'm still negative, but I'm getting closer, right? Okay, now I go to step number 4. Step number 4, I offer a special one-time offer. This is an upsell. Now, right now, my first upsell, OTO stands for one-time offer. My first upsell is $97. And right now, 9.92% of my customers took the very first upsell for $97, right? So you do the math on that. Right now, my average cart value for everyone who buys my book, on average now, I'm making $25.27. Okay, so I'm spending $23, and now I'm making $25. I'm actually making a little bit of profit now. Not a lot, but a little bit of profit. Okay? Now I move on to the next phase in the funnel. Step number 5, I offer them either a downsell or OTO number 2. When I do that, 4.19% of people took my one-time offer, which is the digital trading course I sell for $297. Okay, so you do the math on that. Now my average cart value is $37.71. So I spent $23 to acquire a customer, and on average, I make $37.71 for every single customer I acquire. Is that making sense? You guys getting this so far? I know it's kind of math in the middle of the day. It might be hard, but these are the numbers how it works. So this is how this game is played. The goal of your first funnel is to acquire a customer. And remember, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. So I spent $23 to acquire a customer. My average cart value is $37. So I make $37 for every single book that we sell. And then, this is the secret, you guys. I made $14.71. Okay, so I made a profit, which is awesome. Yay! But the more important thing is I got a customer. Okay, that is the key. I got a customer. Okay, now one thing about customers, if you treat them well, guess what customers will do? They'll continue to buy from you. Okay, so this entire thing, my goal is to acquire a customer. If I made $14 to get a customer, I'm having a celebration. If I broke even to get a customer, I'm having a celebration. But in this funnel, I'm making $14.71 for every customer I get. Okay, so the question is, what do you do when you have a funnel? You can put $1 in advertising in and get $2 back out. What do you guys think? If I put $1 in ads in, I get $2 back out. What should I do? Well, for me, I want to put more dollars in and get more dollars back out, right? And that is the game we play. Putting more dollars in and getting more dollars back out. That's how you grow and scale a business quickly, okay? Now, the other thing I want you to understand is that the second sale that happens is 100% pure profit, okay? Because you spent money initially selling the book, but now you have that customer. Now you just send an email to them or you follow up through Facebook, whatever it is, and you take them to the next offer. You don't have to pay for ads again. I don't have to pay to acquire the customer. I already have them. So anything they buy after this is pure profit. And what I found is true is that buyers will continue to buy until you either offend them or you stop selling them stuff. So someone who bought my book, then after, again, I made $14.71 when they bought the book. Now I have a customer. Now the next phase then is I upsell them to ClickFunnels, my software program. And everyone who buys ClickFunnels is pure profit because I already acquired them as a customer when they bought the book. Okay, I don't have to go buy them. I don't have to spend money to acquire them again. They just buy the next thing and the same thing. Then I can send them up to coaching and so on and so forth. So everything after the initial funnel is pure profit you get to keep. And that, you guys, is the big secret. That's how funnels work. That's how I can outspend all my competitors. Does that make sense? Okay. So again, this is the key. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay. All these books all over at Amazon can spend 15, 16 bucks to acquire a customer. I can spend almost 40. And then we take them from there. Okay. Now some of you are saying, but Russell, isn't fair. I don't sell books. I'm not an author. This webinar doesn't make any sense for me. Okay. So I understand that. I want you to look at these things and say, okay, I may not sell a book, but how can I use that process and that principle in what I'm selling? So I'm going to pick just a random example. And then later on in the presentation, I'm going to go through all the different industries so you can see exactly how this could work for you. But I'm going to pick an example. Let's just say that you are in traditional e-commerce. You're selling stuff on Amazon or Shopify or Etsy. Okay. Let's say you're selling flashlights. So here is Amazon listing for a flashlight. The lowest cost one is for $18. Here is a Shopify store, $20 for a flashlight. Now, when I look at Amazon or Shopify stores, this is, for me, is the equivalent of slamming people into a brick wall, right? They come to this page, there's 1,000 options, you're hoping they're gonna buy, but the people come there, they get confused, they don't know what to do, and then they leave. So you're literally slamming people in the brick wall, okay? I've not seen very many Amazon flashlight sellers or Shopify flashlight sellers who've really, really killed it, okay? But I want to introduce you to a guy named Trey Llewellyn. Now, Trey also sells flashlight, but he doesn't do it in an online store. Okay, Trey does it through a thing called a funnel. And right there, that's why Trey's got 1 2 Column Club award, and he's actually getting a couple more awards at our next event. He has been killing it because he understands the power of funnels versus a traditional store. Okay, so Trey was selling flashlights as well, and he decided to put them into a funnel. Okay, now this is a screenshot of his warehouse. He said, if it wasn't for ClickFunnels, this video would not be possible. Everything you see here is a business that ClickFunnels has allowed us to build. Check out this warehouse, all these boxes, tons. He says right now they're shipping between 40 and 50,000 units that have been shipped and packed just for this week. Just this week, they sold 40 to 50,000 units. Is that crazy? They pre-sell them, they get them, they ship them out, and that's the magic, you guys. Okay, and they're doing this through a funnel. So let me walk you through how this process works so you guys can understand the whole thing, okay? Step number 1 is you gotta sell something that's awesome. So AK, you gotta pick your best, most sexy product you have, and you sell that on the front end. So for Trey, it was his Lumatech tactical flashlight. So he made that, put it on that was the front end offer, and that offer you can advertise on Facebook, you can advertise on through ads, all sorts of places. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But he has that first, okay? So he sells the ad. Step number 2, he then upsells them with what we call an order form bump, okay? Now again, the order form bump is, think about the checkout stand in the grocery store. This is the impulse purchase, right? So here's the candy bar, the stick of gum, the Inquirer magazine, like that's what an order form bump is. So if they come here, they're gonna buy it, and he has an order form bump where he offers them some extra G70s or whatever that is, okay? So there's the order form bump. Step number 3, then he takes them and he makes a very special one-time offer, okay? So kind of like McDonald's, when you go there and they're like, hey, you ordered a Big Mac, do you want fries and a Coke? And people are like, yeah, I really do. And they get fries and a Coke, and what happens? That's how McDonald's became McDonald's, right? They were like a little hamburger stand. They had upsells and downsells, and boom, they explode. Same thing happened for Trey. So somebody buys the flashlight, they buy the order form, and they come here and say, hey, do you want some more rechargeable batteries? And people are like, yes, that would actually be nice. I do want some more rechargeable batteries, and they do an upsell. Okay, so you gotta think, what's the next awesome thing you could offer your new customers that'll help them to get the results that they're actually looking for? That becomes your one-time offer, your upsell. Okay, now step number 4, if they say no to that, that's okay. Then you can offer them a downsell. You can offer them a warranty plan. You can offer them shipping. You can offer them a free or discount shipping. You can offer them a digital product. Like, you downsell them on the next step. Okay, and that, you guys, is how you do a funnel in e-commerce. Okay, so again, it's the same if you're an author, if you're in e-commerce, if you're in retail, if you're in network marketing. Like, it works across the board. And I'll show you some examples here in a minute. But this is the key, you guys. So get your pad of paper out if you're taking notes. This is the secret. After analyzing all of these things, over 2 million funnels, over 70,000 split tests, this was the secret to boosting sales by over 540%. Okay, now I'm nervous to show this to you guys because some of you guys are going to seem like, that makes total sense, Russell. That's too simple. It's got to be more complicated. It's not. Yet most of you are not doing this, okay? So it's simple when you see it. That's why I'm nervous to share it with you, but I want you guys to understand the power of it, okay? So check this out. So the first thing we found out is that by adding an order form bump, for everyone at ClickFunnels with an order form bump, it increased their revenue on average by 147%. Okay, so adding that little tiny block that says, hey, do you want the National Enquirer? Do you want gum? Do you want the audiobook? Whatever that is, 147% increase in revenue. Okay, now if you're a doctor making 200 grand a year and you want 147% increase in revenue, what do you got to do? You got to clone yourself 1.5 times, right? It's not possible. Yet this, all you do is you add an order form bump. Think about all your funnels. Do you have order form bumps on all of them? If not, now is the time to go back and do that. 147% increase in revenue. make more money, you can spend more money to acquire a customer. Number 2, adding an upsell increased revenues on average by 130%. Very simple, but you need to have an upsell. Do you have an upsell? If not, 130% of your income is disappearing into the night. It's literally falling through the cracks and it's gone. Okay? And some of you guys are like, well, Russell, I don't care about revenue. I don't, you have these beliefs. And it's like, no, look, the extra 130% in revenue, I can spend that in ads and I get my product, my service, and my message out to more people. Okay? So you need to have at least one upsell. Next one, adding a downsell or a second OTO increased revenues on average by 133%. Okay? So you need an upsell, and if they say no, you need a downsell or you need a separate offer, an upsell. 133%. Now this is the coolest thing. We took all of the users who had all three, an order form bump, an upsell, and a downsell. You do that cross diagram there, and you took all those together. This is the big one. When they did all three of them on a funnel, increased their revenues on average by 540%. 540%. Is that crazy? Okay, how'd you get to 5.5x your money instantly right now? That's what we're talking about by having order form bump, upsell, and downsell. Now, I want a warning. Because some of you guys are like, that's cool, Russell. If I can do an upsell and downsell, I'm going to do 22 of them. Okay? Well, we found if people that have funnels that have more than just an upsell and a downsell, almost if you add in a third one, you will see your revenues start declining. You'll make money up front. People, like the lifetime value of your customers drop dramatically. This is what the data and the stats show. Okay? So I had a funnel back in the day. I had like 3 or 4 different upsells. And I made a lot of money in the funnel, but for some reason, people didn't buy the next thing because I offended them. It was like too much, and they lost trust in me. They didn't buy from me. So if you have more than more than an upsell and downsell or 2 upsells, you need to get rid of those because they are destroying the lifetime value of your customers. So there's your warning. Stop after the second upsell. No more. That's it. All right. Okay. So that is the secret to boosting your sales by 540%. You guys, is that pretty awesome? All right. So this is Dana Derricks, and I showed him that stat when he was here. He is a goat farmer / internet marketer / copywriter. He was in my office hanging out, and he, brought me those amazing overalls. So I was wearing overalls with him, and I shared him the number, and he said, wait, so instead of making $100 on a website, by adding those 3 things, you make $640. I said, yeah. And the math, that's 540% increase in revenue for the same traffic. And then he started doing like a David Letterman top 10 list. And this is what he said. He said, well, that's kind of like playing basketball, but instead of playing 5-on-5, you're playing 1-on-5. I'm like, yeah, that's very similar, actually. He said, well, it's kind of like drinking just 20% of an energy drink. Why don't you just drink the whole thing? It's not that hard. I'm like, it's a good point. He said, it's like going shopping with $100 versus going shopping with $640. It's like having 6 wives instead of 1. Now, that one, I don't know if that is as awesome as the other ones, but we'll keep going on. He says, it's like winning $640,000 at the casino, but only cashing out $100,000. Or driving a race car that goes 10 miles per hour versus 64 miles per hour. Or getting in a flight by yourself versus having 6 buddies on your side. Or getting into a fight by yourself. Or it's like ordering 6 chicken nuggets but opening the box and only finding 1. Oh. Or it's like putting in a request for 6 days of vacation but only being approved for 1. And so all of those is what you're basically doing if you don't just add those things in your funnel. That makes sense, you guys? It really is that simple. So that is the secret to boosting your sales by 540%. Okay, and after you've done that, you can instantly outspend your competitors and ethically steal all potential customers in your market. Your competitors are not doing that. They're selling on Amazon, they're selling on Shopify. If they do have funnels, they're not doing a full funnel. Because of that, if you do it the right way, you can literally go into any market and you can outspend them. You can get all the customers, they'll become yours, and the other people can get out of business. And you will literally have the chance to drink the tears of your enemies if that's what you want to do. All right? So that's secret number 1. Is that cool, you guys? All right, let's move on now to secret number 2. Secret number 2, after processing over $477 million in revenue, yes, that's almost $500 million, we were shocked that 98.3% came from the same 3 simple funnel types. So my question for you is, are you guys using these funnels? Do you know what they are? What do you think they are? Okay. So if you had a chance to see, we created a book called the Funnel Cookbook, and you can get a free copy. You go to funnelcookbook.com. There's a download link. You can download the PDF, or you pay shipping handling. We'll mail it out to you. But inside this book, we diagrammed out 22 types of funnels for every industry you can dream of. Okay. And then I had made a bunch of videos of me training through Lego, showing how it all worked. And so it's really, really cool. There's a lot of funnels for a lot of different purposes and things you might want to use, right? In fact, I had people guess, like, what do you think the top 3 funnels were? And some people were like, well, it's got to be a product launch funnel, right? And I'm like, well, product launch funnels are awesome, but it was not the top 3. But that's the funnel you could use. So it was a membership site funnel. I'm like, no, that's an awesome funnel, but that you can use, but it's not a membership site funnel. Is it a video sales letter funnel? No. Is it a cancellation funnel? And while these funnels are all awesome, and there are times and places in your business when you need to use them, like the cancellation funnel, right? If you have a membership site and people are canceling, adding in a cancellation funnel will drop your cancellations by 60%. So yes, you do need these kind of funnels. That's why there are a lot of funnels for different use cases and different purposes. But if you're looking at like which ones generate the most revenue, there are 3. You guys ready to see what these are? All right, and the winners are, after processing $500 million in revenue, are these. Number one is what we call an application funnel. Okay, now this funnel generates application leads online, and people call those leads offline to sell them high-ticket products and services. Okay, so if you're selling something expensive for anywhere from $1,000 up to $100,000 or more, an application funnel is the secret. Okay, you have a really good funnel. You show videos, whatever, a case study, whatever. They fill out a form, they apply. You then take these applications, you call them on the phone, you sell them your really, really expensive things. Okay, I think one of the reasons why the revenue is so high is we have people literally selling $100,000 plus coaching packages, consulting packages, all off the back end of these application funnels. Okay, you can add these to the back of any business model, and it'll dramatically increase your revenue. Okay, this is the back end of one of my application funnels for my Inner Circle program. It's no longer open. We closed it down, but when I had my $25,000 program open, this is what it looked like. People would come, they watch a case study video, they then apply, and then we get the application, and then we call them on the phone, and we'd offer them our coaching program. Okay, and that's it. They're simple, 3 pages. Okay, very, very simple. Number two, the second webinar, or excuse me, the second highest grossing revenue funnel is a webinar funnel or an auto webinar funnel. Okay, now this funnel, what it does, it gets people to register for a webinar event, just like you're on today with me. Okay, I use these all the time. That's why you're here. Okay, it gets them to register for a webinar event, and then on that webinar, a product or service is sold. And that's it. Okay, now it didn't matter if they were a webinar or an automated webinar. Both of them work really, really good. Okay, if you're using webinar, basically you're connecting with like a GoToWebinar or something. So someone registers here and they get added to GoToWebinar or Zoom or whatever your webinar platform is. If you're doing an auto webinar funnel, everything can happen inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, and so both of those work. And I said that's the number two. So this is an example of one of my webinar funnels. Again, you know, it's simple. It's 4 pages. Like they're very, very simple funnels. Yet the majority of the revenue is coming from these funnels. Is that crazy? It's almost, again, half these things are like almost too simple. You're like, well, Russell, I wanted some ninja invisible funnels. Like, no, it's the fundamentals. Like we understand that. I remember when I was wrestling, I started my wrestling, and there were I came in the first couple of days, and there were all these guys that were better than me, and they're out there doing throws and all these fancy things. I was like, oh, that looks like fun. I want to do that. I remember my dad maybe took me to the side and forced me to do like basic wrestling, like a single leg and a double leg, and all these boring fundamentals I didn't want to do. But he made me do over and over and over again. And about 2 months into this, I had my very first wrestle off. One of my buddies who was on the advanced team that was throwing people, and we went to wrestle off, and I beat him really, really good. And I was so confused. My dad said the difference is that he was doing the flashy, throwy things, and you were doing the fundamentals. Okay? It's true in football, it's true in baseball, it's true in wrestling, and it's true in funnels. These are the fundamentals. Master them. Okay, number 3, the tripwire funnel. You know, tripwire funnel is similar to my book funnel I showed you guys before, or Trey's flashlight funnel. It sells a lower ticket price product that gets them into the funnel and then upsells them through order form bumps, one-time offers, upsells, and downsells. And this is what that looks like. Again, these are simple. It's like my book funnel, right? And so, again, but they're very simple. They're 4 pages. That's it. That's the magic. It's the fundamentals, you guys. The fundamentals. Okay, now this is the last thing I want to share on this, because this is really interesting to me. The top 1% of all of our ClickFunnels members are not just using one of these 3 funnels, they're using all 3 strategically. Okay, this is how they do it. They have a 2-step tripwire funnel. They have a free offer, something on the front end. Then from there, they send people up into their webinar funnels, and after webinar funnels, they send them up into their application funnels. They're using all 3 of them. That's the secret, you guys. That's the fundamentals. Okay, so the question for you guys is probably this. Is like, well, this is going to work for my business, Russell. I'm not like you. So we've broken down all of our customers into basically 6 different categories. We have authors, speakers, coaches, consultants. We have e-commerce, networker, affiliate marketers, professional services, brick and mortar, retail, and B2B. So look at your business right now. Which one of these slots do you fit in right now? Are you in the author, speaker, coach, consultant? Are you in e-commerce? You network marketing? Like, where do you fit right now? Okay, you guys all have that? If you have it in your head, and I'm going to go through them actually and show you how these funnels work for all of these. Is that cool? All right. So here we go. I'm going to start at the very beginning. So number 1, authors, speakers, coaches, and consultants. Okay, this one's easy. So on your tripwire, you're selling something like a book, right? Or maybe you're selling an MP3 player full of a bunch of information. Or maybe you're selling a special report you print out and ship out. Okay, that's what you do on your tripwire. Then your webinars, where you're selling like your home study course. And then your application funnels, they actually have a chance to work with you or be in a mastermind group, or you have your higher end coaching or consulting. Okay, pretty simple. All right, number 2, e-commerce. So you guys are in e-commerce, like, well, Russell, I sell my stuff on Amazon. I have my things in Shopify. Okay, You give me any Amazon store, any Shopify store, I will 10x your revenue by putting it into a funnel. I promise you that. We've seen it over and over and over and over again. The only reason why you're consistently selling on these other platforms is because you don't like money. That's the only reason I can think of that makes any logical sense to me. Okay? So let me give you some ideas to get the wheels in your head spinning. So if I am in e-commerce, let's say I'm selling, let's say I'm in the emergency preparedness market, right? So I might lead with like a water filter straw. It could be my 2-step tripwire funnel. And from there, I'm gonna do a webinar selling them expensive like food storage food, right? And I might have an application funnel. They come, we do survival training and things like that. Boom, that fast, that easy. Okay, maybe you're like, well, Russell, I'm not selling survival stuff. What about me? Okay, let me just pull another one off the top of my head. How about scrapbooking? Okay, so maybe your 2-step tripwire is giving away a scrapbooking ideas book. Okay, then your webinar funnel can sell scrapbooking kits, and then your application funnel will be scrapbooking retreats that come with you and actually scrapbook with you. Okay, like I could do this with any business, any product. It just takes a little thinking, and you plug them in here, and it works. Okay, so there's your e-commerce stuff. Network or affiliate marketers. How many network marketers and affiliate marketers do we have out there? I know we usually got a whole handful of them. All right, let me show you how this works for you. Okay, what do you do on your 2-step tripwire? Okay, product sampling. Okay, you do this in person. So here's how you do it in person. You share the product, they like it, and then they sign up, right? So give away a free trial. Do a tripwire funnel. Here's a free sample of one of my products. Okay, number 2. Okay, you know in the network marketing industry, you do a lot of hotel meetings. Okay, webinar funnels are the same as hotel meeting. You bring a bunch of people in a room, you sell them the product or the service, and it works. Okay. Next thing, home parties, right? You get people to come to your house and you get them to sign up through you. It's the exact same thing as an application funnel. Drive them through an application funnel, have them apply to work with you. Now you get higher quality people because they are gunning and fighting to try to work with you. Okay. That's how those funnels work in network and affiliate marketing. You guys getting this? It's almost too simple when you start looking at it, huh? You're like, Russell, I've been complicating this so much. It's like, no, it's the fundamentals, coming back to the fundamentals. All right, retail, brick and mortar. I know you guys thought you were going to stump me on this. You're like, well, this doesn't work for offline businesses, Russell. All right, give me 30 seconds to think through this. Okay, let's just say you are a tuxedo shop. Maybe your free plus shipping are cufflinks. Because what do we know about people that buy cufflinks? They usually have suits. And then our webinar could be a webinar showing them our high-end suit and selling them a suit. And then our application funnel, having them apply to fly to us, so we can actually do an entire extreme makeover, do the before, the after, all sorts of stuff like that. Okay, there it is for a tuxedo store. And like, well, Russell, I'm on tuxedo. Okay, let's do restaurants. Okay, let's say restaurants. So they have ladies night coming in your tripwire. So you get ladies to come in through a tripwire funnel. Then let's say in your webinar funnel, you do get a bunch of people in there, and then from there you sell like a discount club, kind of like Sam's Club, right? So you get someone to pay you $100 a month or $500 a month to be able to buy more stuff from you. Okay, you might be thinking that's not possible in food. The answer is it's true. I have a friend up in Canada who's got a pizza shop who charges people $100 a month to have a card, just like a Sam's Club card, to have the ability to come in and buy pizzas at a discount. It works, okay? I do it through webinar, get a bunch of people on to sell our clubs, our food clubs through there. In the application funnel, let's just say I find the best sushi chef on planet Earth. I bring him to my restaurant, and then I have people apply to come and roll sushi with the top sushi chef in the world. They got to apply, let me know why they want to do it. I call them on the phone, I explain why it's so high-end, why this person is so expensive, and then they pay a premium to come to learn sushi making from the most amazing chef on planet Earth, okay? Doesn't take that long. Think about any business you have. Just think through it, and I guarantee you can get it to fit inside of this model. Okay. Number 2, number 5 or 6 are on business to business. Okay. Same thing. Difference between business to business and most other things is just how we name things, right? So this is white papers typically that we lead with in B2B through our tripwire funnels. We have webinars to show case studies of our white papers, and we have applications where the result they want from the application they apply, and we call them on the phone and we sell them the high-end consulting, equipment, services, etc., etc., etc. Okay? Again, it works in every industry, guys. And the last one I think I'm going to share is professional services. How will this work if you're a chiropractor, or a doctor, or a dentist, or like whatever, okay? So if I'm a dentist, maybe I'll do free teeth whitening on the front end. Then my webinar could be having them come in to get all their teeth whitened and aligned, and maybe I have them apply to come in and actually do full dental cosmetic surgery to do veneers, get my teeth all straight and stuff like that. Okay, or let's say you are a CPA or tax accounting person. You can do a tax planning tripwire funnel. Then you can do a webinar that helps with estate planning. It sells a higher end package, or you can have them apply to come work with you one-on-one and do your financing that way. You guys see how this all works? It works in every business. So the question for you is, will this work in your business? Now, what I always tell people is like, this only will work in your business if your business needs leads or customers. So pretty much that's every business on planet Earth. So yes, it does. All right. Okay. So notice anything interesting about these funnels? They're all very simple. They're not complex sequences like this. Everyone I know talking about funnels is talking about these things on the right-hand side. They're so complex, so confusing, and you don't need it. My funnels are all very simple, very basic, and they make money. Okay. All right. So what I want you to do now is basically for you guys, you got to choose one of these funnels to start with. Okay. I don't want you to do 3. In fact, my inner circle members, I have a rule. I said, you are not allowed to create funnel number 2 until your first funnel has made at least $1 million. So there's your criteria. So you got to pick, are you going to build a tripwire funnel, a webinar funnel, or a high ticket coaching funnel? I don't care which one it is. They all work. They all can be on the front end. You just got to pick which one you want. And then you're going to focus on that for the next year until you made at least $1 million. So then you can make the second one. Sound fair? I don't want you making 3. I want you making 1. Okay. So with that said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump into ClickFunnels really quick. And I'm actually going to build one of these funnels with you guys to show you how simple and how easy. You guys want to see how quick and easy it is? All right, let me jump right into ClickFunnels right now. All right, here I am inside the ClickFunnels dashboard, and I'm so excited to show this to you guys. All right, so the first thing, if you notice here at the top, this is the ClickFunnels game. And if you have not been playing the game, it's time to start playing. It's so much fun. We give away t-shirts and prizes and stickers and a whole bunch of fun stuff. Plus, it teaches you how to actually use ClickFunnels to build funnels, to drive traffic, and to change the world. So if you haven't been playing it, make sure you log in, click on Resume Playing. The game board will come up. It'll show you where you are in the process. This one right here with Batman, this is where you're going to create your hero funnel. You click on this right here and a little sidebar will pop out, and literally those videos of me walking you through how to do every single step. You watch the videos, and then if you get stuck on something, you're like, I can't figure out how to do this. You click on this button right here and it just shows you all the steps. So I try to make this as simple as possible so there's no way to fail. You just got to do it. So make sure you're playing the ClickFunnels game. But for right now, we're going to build a brand new funnel. I'm going to show you how it works. Click right here on the Build New Funnel button, and it's going to take you over to our virtual cookbook. Now, I showed you guys earlier, I talked about the Funnel Hacker Cookbook. If you want a copy of it, just click on this button right here, and it'll take you to a page. You'll see this. There's 2 options. One is you can get a free download. You click right here and download the PDF. Excuse me, right here, download the PDF right here. Or if you want me to ship you out one, just pay shipping and handling, we'll ship you out. There's also like 3 hours of training on how to build funnels here, all for free, just because we love you guys. So there's a cookbook, but for right now, I'm just going to shortcut this and show you exactly how it works. So down here, these are 22 different types of funnels you can create, okay? So there's cancellation funnels, there's survey funnels, there's like all these really cool funnels. And a lot of you guys probably are wondering, like, what should I don't even know what kind of funnel I should use. So we have this really cool menu over here, so you can say, look, I'm a retail business and I'm trying to generate leads, and it'll show you like, okay, these are the best ones to generate leads if you're a retail business. Or I'm in network marketing and I'm trying to sell a product. Oh, these are the ones you should use. So it kind of, this little wizard here will help you to figure out which one is best for you. But for right now, as you know, there's 3 core funnels we're talking about. So I'm going to just show you guys. I'm going to build out this one right here, the 2-step tripwire funnel, which is one of the 3 most important funnels. So I click here on select funnel, and what it's going to do is going to give me some directions and instructions on how to use it. Now I tried to make this so simple that nobody can mess it up. So if you watch these videos, there's videos of me showing you literally how to build a funnel out of Legos. And so if you're confused, like what's the strategy behind this, how should I use it, watch these little videos. I lay it down so simple, so easy with Legos. Then you scroll down here and you just got to pick which kind of template you want. So the top here, these are a bunch of free templates that we have designed for you that are all amazing. And then also a whole bunch of ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels has a whole bunch of amazing designers who also design funnels. And this is a marketplace where you can buy funnels from some of our designers. These ones are premium. You got to pay the designers. But because of that, we have all these amazing designers making cool funnels every single day. And so it's really awesome. But for right now, I'm just going to pick one of these free ones for you. And if you click on this, it's kind of cool. You'll actually click on here and it'll show you like this is what the page looks like. And so you can kind of see like, do I like that style or not? And if you don't like it, you can click back. But if you do like it, then just click on it. So I'm going to do actually, for today's demo, I'm going to do the JSON one. This is one of my favorite ones. It's really simple and clean. You can see how cool it looks. So it's really simple. And then I'm just going to create that. So you click here and get new funnel or get funnel. And it's actually going to push that entire funnel inside your ClickFunnels account. So you can go and you can start editing it and start building your very first funnel. Okay, so that quick, the entire 2-step tripwire funnel has been pushed into your account with the designs that go through all the pages. Now here on the left hand, these are all of the different pages inside of the funnel. So this is the 2-step order form. This is OTO number 1. This is OTO number 2, or your downsell. And this is your thank you page. So it's very simple here. You can click on each of them and see what the pages are going to look like. So for example, this is what the OTO page will look like. But for right now, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to edit a page just to show you how simple and how easy it is. Now I want to preface this before we go too deep into this. I want you to remember that I am not a programmer. I have 0 technical skills whatsoever. And so anything that I'm doing, this is something you can do as well. Okay, so here we are inside of the ClickFunnels editor, and basically you can see this is the website right here. Now, like a lot of website editors, it's really simple and easy to edit, right? I click right here, and I can take this headline, I can just retype it. So I'm gonna write, get your free copy of my best-selling book called Expert Secrets today. And if I want, I can can bold things, make them different colors, and a bunch of cool stuff. Just make that look really, really awesome, okay? So it can do that. I can also go and let's say this is the logo right here. I can click on this and I can change out with my logo. So I'm gonna click on this little image thing here. I'll click on my logo right here, and now my logo is right there. Okay, and so it's very simple to edit things, just like most website editors. But what makes ClickFunnels different than any other website editor in the entire world is check this out. Not only can I edit things, I can grab them and I can just drag and I can drop them. Look at that. Now, in the past, for me to do that, I would have had to call a programmer. They would have had to start messing with things. It would have been super hard and painful. But literally, I can just drag and I can drop things and just move them around. Now, not only can I drag and drop things, it's really simple to also add things. So let's say I'm here on this page, and I'm like, hey, I want to add a countdown clock. I click on this little button that says Add New Element. I click on that, and it gives me a whole palette of different types of elements I can add on the page. So headlines, subheadlines, bullet lists, paragraphs, images, videos. I come down here, and I can say, okay, I want to add in a countdown clock. I click a button right there, and boom, that fast, there's a countdown clock here. If I click on this little gear, it lets me edit the settings so I can figure out like when I want it to start and count down to. I also have themes so I can pick different designs of clocks based on which ones I like the most. So let's say I think this one's awesome. Boom, there's the theme. And then again, if I don't like this here, I can move it over here. I can drag it over here, and like no matter what I do, I can't break this. It's like the most simple thing in the entire world. Right here, this is the video, so I click on this video right here. And if I want, I can go say I'm going to embed a YouTube video, and this is actually the YouTube video for my book funnel. So I'm just going to copy, I'll show you this right here. I'm actually just going to copy the YouTube link right here. I come right here. I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to tell it to autoplay. And then if I save this page and I preview it, check this out. Congratulations, you are... The page starts playing my video. How cool is that? Like, I'm not a programmer, and look at this page is functioning. It looks really, really good. Now, for those of you guys who do like design and do want to do more stuff, it's really simple to keep developing these things and make it look even more awesome. Let's say I want to add like a progress bar. I can click right here, click on Add New Element, scroll through all the cool elements here till I find... let's see what else is in here. Oh, there's a progress bar. I click progress bar, and that fast there's a progress bar here. Maybe I'm like, oh, I actually want up above. I can click on this. There's different themes. So I can say, okay, I want stripes that are moving. Oh, that's kind of cool there. I can click on that. What other options do I have? I can click around and be like, okay, I want to make this 50%, or I want to make it 90%. Like, it's so simple and so easy. It's ridiculous. No programmers needed for anything. And that's kind of how this works. If I don't like a section, I can go and I can delete it. I can, let's say there's a section out here. If I want, I can put other people's pictures in here. I just click on that, find a different face, plug it in, and that quick, it adds that person's face in there. Or let's say I don't like this block at all, I can highlight the whole thing and just delete it all together. But that's how simple it is, you guys, to edit these pages. Now remember I told you guys about the order form bump? Now in the past, if you want an order form bump, you have to hire a programmer, pay him thousands of dollars, have him hook it up to some shopping cart, and it's really, really confusing and hard and frustrating. But because we designed ClickFunnels to be able to do all of the most important marketing stuff built into one thing, we made it so simple. All I do is I click on this little order form right here, I click on the button, it's going to pop out all these different options here. And if I click on step 2, boom, it shows me this is the 2-step order form. Then I come down here and I can just edit the copy in here. I can edit the text. So I can say, yes, I want your audio book. And then right here, one-time offer, let's say it's $37, and say, click the box above to add my audio book to your order for just $37. Okay, how long does that take me? Maybe 3 seconds. Literally by adding that one thing in there, that increased my revenue for every single person who buys my book by 140%. Okay, to get a 140% raise in the real world, I have to go back to college for 5 or 6 years. Like, it would be insane. That took me less than a minute, and I just gave myself a 140% increase raise. Okay, that's how simple it is to do order form bumps. Okay, are you guys getting this? Do you see why this is insane? Anybody on planet Earth, you don't have to be a programmer or a genius or a tech person. You just have to have a passion about something and you want to sell, and you can do it here inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, now there's a whole bunch of things you can customize and make it your own. Those who are into design stuff, you can do it, but the reality is these templates are designed in a way that are already proven to convert. You just got to cut and paste, put in your copy, put in your videos, put in your products, and that's all it takes. And I save the page. If I want, I can look at the mobile version to make sure it's going to look good on my phone. If not, you can edit the mobile version as well. Come back to desktop, I exit the page, and that's it. Page number 1 is finished. Now, how much would time that take me? Maybe 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 10 to 20 if I wanted to go really complicated and add a bunch of stuff in. But the reality, guys, is it was so simple, and so fast. Now I go through and do the exact same thing for the other pages. This is my one-time offer page. Same thing. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to edit the pages. I'm going to add countdown clocks. I'm going to add my videos, whatever I want to do, and I customize that page, and I can go through the whole thing. Now let's say you're looking at this, you're like, this is cool, Russell, but you know my funnel's more complicated. I don't want to just have these things, or maybe you're like, I don't like OTO number 2, so I just want to delete it. You can kill that OTO, and it's gone. Or maybe you're like, look, you know, for my funnel, I only have one product, or maybe I have 3 products. If I want to add something else, I click on add new step, and it's going to give me things. So I'm going to call this whatever I want, OTO down sell, right? I click on this, create new funnel, and then it's going to go and actually create a new funnel step for me. Okay, so here's the funnel step, and if I want, I can drag it and just move it around. So let's say I want it right here after the OTO, I drag it right there, and that fast just put it into the funnel, into the correct order. It synced all the things together. Then I come here, I pick which page template I like. I'm like, okay, what's page template I like? Well, those are opt-in templates. There's a downsell template. I pick that. Here's all the downsell templates. I click a button, and boom, that fast. It puts the whole downsell template in there. Then all I need to do now is log into the page, edit the information, and that's it, you guys. That's how fast and how simple it is to build an entire funnel inside of ClickFunnels. Now, I don't have too much time to go into this. It's very simple to integrate any email autoresponder onto these pages, or if you want, you click here on automation, and you can actually write the emails in here that'll go out to your customers. Pick a template, write the email, and just like everything else, it's so simple and it's so easy. Now, one last thing I want to show you is, let's say you have this page, like, is this the best page? Is there a higher converting one? What can I do? You click here and just create variation, and you can create a new page from a different template, or you can just duplicate this one right here. Click on the button, and now it'll make 2 versions of the page. Now I can go into this page, and maybe I'll change the headline, or maybe I'll choose a different video, and I can do very simple A/B split tests if I want to. Now, this is not required. For those who aren't super technical, don't worry about it. For those who know, like, I want to test a bunch of stuff, is that possible? Yes, you can also do that here inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, so you guys see how simple, how easy that is? Are you starting to see the power behind ClickFunnels? And not only can I do tripwire funnels, we can also do membership sites, we can do webinar funnels, we can do high-ticket funnels, like any type of business you can think of, any type of funnel, you can do it here inside of ClickFunnels. In fact, let me show you a couple of the funnels I create inside ClickFunnels by myself with no techies, no programmers, just me, an entrepreneur with a passion to sell stuff. So for example, here's the actual book funnels I did for the Expert Secrets book. And notice there's a headline element there, there's a video, there's the order form block. Like, it's so simple. There's a headline, bullet points. Okay, I had a headline here, I had an image, I had an image, I had an image, I had text. Like, this entire thing was built inside of ClickFunnels, you guys, in a matter of hours. Like, it was so simple and so easy. Okay, this is one of my webinar funnels. Same thing. This webinar funnel's here. It's awesome. I click on the register button now, to register for the webinar, and that's simple. I've got an entire webinar funnel. This is my high-ticket coaching funnel. Same thing. They come here, they watch the case study video, they apply for the coaching program, then we then call them on the phone, and we sell the high-ticket coaching, okay? Now here I am inside the ClickFunnels editor, and check this out. All it is, literally, is I can change the headlines, right? It's so simple. I can scroll down here. I can come here. I can move pictures around. I can move the videos around if I want, just drag and drop. But after you understand how ClickFunnels work, you see how easy this is? Like, it's really not that complicated. It's just clicking on buttons, adding elements, moving things around. And again, if I wanted to, here's a button here, but I could add some urgency and scarcity. I could add a little countdown clock under here if I wanted to. Like, I don't know how we can make this more simple. It's so simple and so easy that anybody, even me, who's got 0 technical skills whatsoever, is able to build these amazing pages in just minutes instead of days. Now, the last thing I want to show you guys is you can actually also use this for membership sites. A lot of people don't know you can build entire membership sites inside of ClickFunnels. In fact, this is the Funnel Builder Secrets membership area that a lot of you guys are going to be in here in a very near future. And inside here is all the training for all of our stuff. Okay, you look at this, you're like, wow, this is like a pretty insane members area. But it's so simple to build. I come here inside of ClickFunnels, I scroll down here, and I can go and I can add new lesson sections. So if you look at this, I just added a section here. We called it a welcome section, a funnel builder secrets section, a spy for profit section. So we created different sections here, and then we go and we add lessons inside of each of the sections. Okay, so up here, this is the first section right here. This is the welcome tab. I came right here and I do open the editor. And just like pages, I just added a video, I added a headline, I added a video here, I added some text, I added a PDF, a download to the PDF. Like, it's so simple, you guys. Anybody can do it. And the last cool thing you can do is if you want, you can also set up drip delay. So you can say, hey, when someone comes in here, don't unlock this lesson until they've been a member for 7 days, or until they've been a member for 10 days, whatever it is. You can set up drip delays so simple and so fast to build amazing membership sites. Okay, so you guys getting this? Do you guys see the power behind what we're doing here inside of ClickFunnels? Like, it literally takes all of the techie stuff that confuses most of us entrepreneurs and lets you take the power back, where you have control of your business once and for all. And that's why I'm so excited about ClickFunnels. And now you guys see how simple it is to make all of the funnels you need inside your business, especially the three we talked about earlier during this presentation. All right, so my question for you guys, after seeing that, how many of you guys here think that ClickFunnels is amazing? Now, I know some of you guys have been using ClickFunnels for a while, and some of you guys, this is your first time ever seeing it. I hope it got you excited to see, like, oh my gosh, like I could actually do that. I remember the first time I started using it, I was like, because I've always been like really bad at the techie stuff. And when I was able to like grab a picture and move it, I was like, oh my gosh, like it's over. Like I have control of my business once again, and it's so awesome. So you guys, that is secret number 2. That is after we processed almost $500 million. We saw that almost all the sales came from those 3 simple funnel types. Now you can see how easy they are to edit inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, so the last step here, secret number 3. This is one, again, at first was kind of confusing to me, but now that I understand it, it's so powerful. So this is the secret, almost backward traffic source that literally fuels all of the top 100 funnels inside of ClickFunnels right now. So if you want traffic to your funnels, it's time to start perking up your ears and listening, because this is the key. All right, so I learned this initially from my friend Trevor Chapman, and understanding this process is the key to understanding what fuels all of the top 100. So there are 2 different types of traffic. There's search traffic, and then there is interruption traffic. So search is you're going to Google, you're searching for something. Interruption is you're going and knocking on someone's door and interrupting their day to sell them something, right? So let me kind of walk you through this. So the first one, this is search, right? So if you go to Google, you search something. If you go to Amazon, search something. Now, it's nice because people are going to Google, they're going to Amazon, but what's the biggest problem with that? When someone's going searching for something, they're searching for the lowest price thing typically, right? So I go to home security systems, I type it in Google, I look around and said, holy cow, there's a $99 home security system, and I'm gonna go buy that. Or I go to Amazon, I type it in and check it out. $59 to get a home security system, right? It is a constant race to the bottom inside in terms of pricing, because all your competitors are there and they're price shopping, okay? And it pushes you down lower and lower and lower to the point where you make almost zero profit. Not about you, but I like being in businesses where, again, I can spend more money than anybody else, and I can't do that based on search traffic. Okay, now the opposite of that is interruption traffic. Okay, and the example that Trevor kind of shared with me, because he used to run teams of door-to-door salespeople, he said door-to-door sales is interruption traffic. You go and you knock on the door, they open the door, they're not planning on buying a home security system that day, but then you have a chance to sit down, you make a presentation, and actually sell based on the perceived value instead of them competing and comparing you versus everybody else. Okay, now I don't know if you've ever done door-to-door sales or had someone come to your door. Like literally someone will come to the door, knock on your door, and they will leave 30 minutes later with a contract for $100,000 over the next 5 years for an alarm system. Okay, so if you look at that, what's the difference? Okay, search, someone's paying $59 versus interruption, they're paying $100,000 because they're able to actually sell on the perceived value. How many of you guys who are selling through search traffic right now are like, man, my products were so much more, but everyone else is discounting their price, so I have to cut my price down lower as well. That's a horrible way to be in business. Instead, you interrupt them, you make a presentation, and now you're not fighting with competition. You're fighting based on how much perceived value you can explain from your product or your service. Okay, so how do we interrupt people online? Because obviously we're not going door to door, at least not in this presentation, right? So first step in this is find out, where are your dream customers at? Okay, if I was going to door, I'm going to go find really expensive neighborhoods because they're more likely to buy something really expensive, right? So for you, where are your dream customers at? Okay, so they could be everywhere. They could be on Google, they could be on Yahoo, they could be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I get to find where that, right? So I start going through like for me, a lot of my dream customers are following Gary Vaynerchuk. So you go to Facebook right now. Gary's got 2.2 million people following him. They are there sitting on Facebook, hanging out, listening to Gary. Okay, or you go to Tony Robbins. Tony's got 3.2 million people following him. Or maybe you're not into like entrepreneur stuff. Maybe you're into something else. Like this is Duck Dynasty, right? Duck Dynasty has almost 8 million people on their Facebook page hanging out. So if you got a product that their followers would like, you got almost 8 million customers sitting there on this fan page every single day. Okay, maybe it's Casey Neistat. He's got almost 8 million followers there on YouTube. Okay, so for me, I'm thinking who are my dream customers? Who would buy my product? And then where are they already hanging out? They're already hanging out on Gary Vaynerchuk's page or Tony Robbins' page or Duck Dynasty's or wherever that might be for you. Okay, and there's literally thousands of examples in every single market. They're already congregated together. Now, in a dream world, I go to Tony Robbins and be like, hey, Tony, can you just post my ad for me? But usually that's not going to happen. But the cool thing is that Google and YouTube and Instagram have allowed us to do that. Okay, so this is how it works. So I go to let's say it's Tony Robbins' page. I know there's 3 million people who love Tony Robbins who are there. And what I do is I create a video, and either Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc. will actually let me pay to put my video in front of Tony Robbins' audience. Okay, and some of you guys understand this, some of you guys don't yet, and you're having this aha moment like, holy cow, you mean everyone that's following Tony Robbins, I can put an ad in front of them very, very easily? Yes. Okay, Facebook, YouTube, that's how they make their money. They allow you to do that. Okay, so the best case is you can interview with him. So like when I did my book, I had Tony actually interview me on his page. Okay, he had 3.2 million people to check it out. 3.1 saw this video. How many books do you think I sold from this? A lot. Okay, I did the same thing with Grant Cardone's page. Sometimes I create videos myself, and then I put them in front, like I bought ads, and Tony wasn't in it, but I bought ads to Tony's audience or to Gary Vaynerchuk's audience, other places. But I'm interrupting those audiences. They're there to learn about Tony Robbins, see what happens in his day, but these companies, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, will allow me to interrupt them with my message. It's like a commercial break. Okay, and you can do it for so cheap. It is crazy. And I'll show you that here in a second. So how do you interrupt them? You get your little phone out. How many of you guys have a phone right now? Okay, I'm guessing that everyone who's hearing my voice right now has a phone. So you get your phone out, you open up whatever platform you're on, so YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, and you click on the Go Live button. You click Go Live, and then you start talking. And you start sharing your message, inspire them, teach them something, whatever it is, and then offer them something that gets them into your funnel. Okay, so if you interrupt them boringly, and you're like, hi, my name is Russell. You should buy my stuff. You like Tony Robbins, you're going to like me. They're like, I'm not going to like you. Tony Robbins is exciting, you're boring, right? I got to interrupt them. I got to be exciting. I got to be something they're interested in listening to, right? So I interrupt them with my message, and I lead them into my funnel. Okay, so what should you say? So this is Anthony D. Clementi. He's one of our ClickFunnels members who grew his fan page from 0 to over 50,000 people with this strategy. You make videos, and this is kind of the anatomy that we worked with through Anthony. I don't have a ton of time to go through this, but step one, you want a verified Facebook page. You want a simple headline. You want a simple branded URL. The videos are typically 5 minutes in length. Usually at the very beginning, we introduce the person, we do a call to action, then we teach something, and at the end we give another call to action. And then the goal of this is to see how many shares we can get. And the metric we're looking for is share to view ratio, and that's kind of how it works. So I follow this process right here. I do a Facebook Live. I follow it. Usually 3 to 5 minutes long. I do it. I put it out there, and then guess what happens? Sometimes nothing. Okay, especially if you're starting. When Anthony started, he created his book funnel, so he had that in place. He started doing Facebook Lives, but guess what? He did his first Facebook Live, his first fan page. Guess how many fans he had on his fan page? He had 2. It was me and his mom, and that was it. Okay, so nobody heard his message. So we put it out there. He did the message, nobody heard. And he did another message and kept putting out these messages. And after a while, we started finding messages that hit. Okay, if you look here, like the video right there, that one's got 2.9 million views. Okay, he didn't have 2.9 million people on his fan page, but he put it out there, and then he found out who are the audiences that have my dream customers, and then he paid Facebook to put that video in front of them. And some of them people liked, and they started sharing, they started commenting. This one right here, I don't know if you can see it here, 34,000 shares because they liked this video. How to biohack detoxification and get flatter midsection. They see this video, they learn something from Anthony, he tells them to go get a free copy of his book, push them to his funnel, and for that process, I think Anthony sold like, I can't remember what he said, like 9 or 10,000 copies of his book. Okay, and launched his business, his brand around the world. So he goes live every single day, and again, the first goal is to find your voice. You got to keep doing it because you're going to suck at first, but eventually you'll get better, and then you'll find out what people respond to, and you do more of those things, and you push them back into your funnels. Okay, now this is how it works. You do a Facebook Live or YouTube Live or whatever platform you're on, and if the CPA, the cost to acquire a customer, is greater than your average cart value, then you stop buying ads. Okay, so I might spend $10, $15, $20, and if I haven't made a book sell, I'm going to stop ads on that thing. Okay, but if the cost to acquire customers is less than my average cart value, so if I'm spending 23 and I'm making 37, then I just keep buying ads. That's the game. I put a video out, it's an ad, I interrupt, I find an audience to interrupt, I put it out there, I start paying Facebook or YouTube to run that ad, and I just watch. Like, is the number, how much it costs me to get a customer, is it more or is it less than how much I make from that customer immediately? If it's more, I keep running it. If it's less, I stop it. And that's it. It's really that simple, you guys. Okay? All right. Now, you literally, when you guys understand that you can explode your company literally overnight, aka you're just one funnel away. Some of you guys know Drew Canole from FitLife.tv and from Organifi. Like, if you look at them, they did the same process, right? Drew did Facebook Lives, interrupting different audiences, putting those messages out there. There's Instagram, there's YouTube. Post those out there, drives people into his funnel where he sells his green drinks. And after people buy the green drinks, then sells more green drinks, okay? Now, that is interruption marketing. Now, I want to compare that really quick to the opposite is what most people are doing, is they're going and listing their green drink on Amazon, and everybody's got green drinks on Amazon. It drives the price down to $17.91. Okay, how much can they spend to acquire a customer? Nothing, right? Their cost of the product is probably 10. They can't spend any money. Yet Drew, because using interruption marketing and using funnels, okay, one bottle is $57 versus $17, and most people are buying 3, and most people are buying the upsell. So he can spend $200 or $300 to acquire a customer. With this company right here, might be able to spend 2. That's the power, you guys. Now, I want to share with you a really quick video of Drew Canole. After he went through this funnel building process with us, you can understand how it works and why it works so well and what it did for him and his company. Do you want to give you kind of your experience about the funnel stuff that I went through with you guys?
Absolutely. So, what was it? About 4 months ago, I bought the book, 108 Split Tests. And I was looking through this book, and I'm like, this book is just loaded with goodness. I'm like, in the back of my mind, being a visionary, you know, you have all these ideas as entrepreneurs, right? Everybody in the room has 1,000 ideas. In my mind at the time, I was like, what if Russell could come here and help the Fit Life TV team build our supplement funnel and the different things that we're creating? Because at the time, we were doing well, like Jamel said, over $1 million every year, but we wanted to 10x it and take it to the next level. So Brunson came out. He spent the entire day with us. He just blew our minds of the content that he was delivering, and we were in our conference room. We didn't even have a whiteboard in the conference room. Poor guy was drawing on the windows in this place. And he mapped out the entire strategy, the entire funnel for the product launch that we just put into play. And literally within 2 weeks, I mean, we 10x'd our business or more. And we have pre-orders coming in now that's essentially going to pay for all of our product for like the next year and a half. It's ridiculous. So I believe in it. I think it's absolutely amazing what he teaches. What he's telling you guys to do, it completely can radically transform your business if you just listen and follow with it instead of trying to be creative and, you know, putting your touch into it. You know, follow the pros that have been doing it for over a decade. And that's exactly what we did. And now we're not only making more money, but our mission and purpose here is to transform 10 million people this year. And we're well on our way to do that with physical products outside of just digital. So you're touching those lives through us, my man, and I want to appreciate you for that. That's awesome. Thanks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, so you guys getting how this process works? I hope you're seeing how it can work. It's literally, when you do it, it's like bringing a gun to a knife fight. Like, you can't not win, all right? So that's secret number 3. That's the secret almost backward traffic source. It fuels all of the top 100 funnels online. So that's where you should be focusing your time and your energy in to get people into your funnels, okay? So right now, we've been going for a little over an hour now, and we've covered a lot of cool stuff. Hopefully you guys got some good ideas. So 3 things we covered is how to instantly outspend your competitors and still all potential customers in your market. Number 2, how after processing almost $500 million in revenue, that we were shocked that 98.3% of the sales came from 3 simple funnel types. And number 3 was the secret almost backward traffic source that fuels all of the top 100 funnels. So let me quickly recap this so you can see exactly how this works in sequential order. So number 1, pick out which of the 3 core funnels you want to use. You can do a tripwire funnel, a webinar funnel, or application funnel. 98.3% of all revenue inside of ClickFunnels comes from these 3. This is where you start. Pick one of them, not 2. You get to pick 1. And after you made $1 million of that one, then you have my permission to do number 2. Okay. Second step. Now you got to add in the bumps, upsells, and downsells. Okay. So you add an order form bumps, upsells, downsells, but ideally you have all 3. That'll increase how much revenue you get by 540%. And now you have a tool you can go out there and you can actually spend money to acquire customers so you can stomp on your competitors. Okay. Number 3. Then use interruption marketing daily to get in front of your dream customers. So find where they're at, create amazing videos. Talking about your thing and pushing people into your funnels and do it every single day. And the first ones aren't going to do that well. But if you do consistently, eventually you'll find your voice, you'll find the right message, and you'll see what people respond to. And that is the key. So number 4, then, you'll have a funnel where you're putting $1 into ads and getting $2 back out. And after you get it to the point where it's doing that, then all you do is you put more dollars in and get more dollars back out, and you start growing and scaling your company. Okay? And step number 5 is you build a really good relationship with these customers, and then you make them other offers, other amazing things that they would like. If they like your first product, they have a good experience, then they will want more from you. And then you can upsell them to your next thing and to your next thing, and you take them from the tripwire funnel to the webinar funnel to the high-ticket application funnel. Okay? And the step number 6, this is where you get to drink the tears of your enemies. Just kidding. Well, kind of. You actually will be, because they will have no idea what you're doing and how you are doing it. I look at the companies that we've been competing with since we launched ClickFunnels a few years ago, and companies that have had literally hundreds of millions of dollars of venture capital have dumped into them. These 3 core funnels have destroyed like literally over $100 million in venture capital because we're able to come in there and outspend all of our competitors. And now we're at the point where we're drinking the tears of our enemies. So there you go. All right, so let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys, after listening to the last 90 minutes or so, feel a little bit like this girl right here? Okay, and that's one of my favorite pictures. It's funny, I was speaking at an event, and I got off stage, and this guy ran to me. He was like so excited. He's like, Russell, that was so cool. He's like, I felt like I had a fire hose in my mouth the entire time. And I told my team that, and like the next day, someone sent me a picture of this girl. And I was like, I bet you that's what people feel like when they hear me talk. So I understand if you feel that way. So I have a question for you guys. Now that you've kind of seen all this stuff, obviously ClickFunnels, we've got software that does this. We've got teams help you implement. I'm curious, how many of you guys would like to have my help implementing these things into your company? If you like my help, please go over to the chat box and yell out, yes, like, yes, Russell, please help me, take me on this journey with you. Okay? All right, the yeses are coming in. Cool. Yeah, I would be honored to do that. Okay, we've done it for hundreds of other people, and I want to do it for you as well, and I'm excited to do that. So if I have your permission, you guys okay if I spend about 5 or 10 minutes going really quick into a special offer that we created for you guys so we can help implement these things inside your company? All right, cool. Thank you. All right, I like asking permission first. I never want to assume that that I've earned that, but thank you guys for letting me let me share this with you. So what we did is we put together a really cool system for you guys called Funnel Builder Secrets. Now you kind of understand the secrets of the highest grossing, most profitable funnel builders inside of ClickFunnels. I want to take you guys through a thing to be able to become one of those people. Okay, so here's what you're going to get when you invest in the Funnel Builder Secrets today. The first thing you're going to get is 6 months of ClickFunnels for free. Okay, because how many of you guys would love to have ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months? Okay, that means no monthly payments, no nothing. You can use ClickFunnels for free for 6 months. Okay, now not only are you getting ClickFunnels, there's 2 other tools we didn't have a chance to talk about inside of ClickFunnels as well. There's one called Backpack and there's one called Actionetics. Okay, so if you take action before the deadline, we're going to use ClickFunnels, Backpack, and Actionetics for free for the next 6 months. Okay, now what you're going to be able to do inside of ClickFunnels, when you get your account, you have our highest level. You'll be able to create up to 70 funnels, have 20,000 contacts, have 100,000 monthly visitors to your funnels, and a whole bunch more. Okay, but you're also going to be able to create opt-in funnels. So you can build lists, sales funnels, sell your products, webinar funnels, automated webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership funnels, and a whole bunch more. But not only are you going to be able to create all those amazing funnels, you're also going to be able to get rid of a lot of stuff. Okay, you'll be able to get rid of your landing page software. You're going to be able to get your split testing software, your shopping cart, or if you have a shopping cart you like, we probably already integrate with it. But if not, we have a shopping cart built in, so you can get rid of all your shopping cart software. You can get rid of your email autoresponders, your text message autoresponders, your automated webinar software, your affiliate software, your membership site software. You can delete Photoshop. You can get rid of WordPress. You can cancel your website hosting, fire your programmers, fire your designers, fire your webmasters, and a whole bunch more. Okay, literally the average person who uses ClickFunnels saves over $1,000 a month the minute they start using it because they can get rid of all this other stuff. It's literally like us handing you guys free money. ClickFunnels should not and will not ever actually cost you money. It will only make you money. Okay, it'll save you money. It'll make you money. Like that is our goal here inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, and so just to kind of put this in perspective, if you wanted ClickFunnels, Actionetics, and Backpack, you would have to get all these different tools to replace what you're getting for free for the next 6 months. Okay, and in all honesty, ours work better than all these as well. Okay, so you get a better product, simpler to use, at a huge discount, and you get it for free for the next 6 months. Okay, so when you have Backpack, just really quick, Backpack will allow you to run your affiliate programs to have other people drive traffic to you, give you simple stats and payments for your affiliates. And Actionetics is going to let you create smart lists. You can send out emails and text messages and direct mail broadcasts. You can do smart follow-ups and a whole bunch more. Okay, so those are the other tools you're getting as well. And yes, that means you can cancel your email autoresponder because Actionetics will do that for you. Okay, so you're gonna get 6 months of ClickFunnels for free, and those who take action for the deadline will get Backpack and Actionetics for free as well for the next 6 months. Okay, now some of you guys are already messaging me saying, well, Russell, what if I already have a ClickFunnels account? I want it for free. What do I do? Okay, so if you already have a ClickFunnels account, do not freak out. When you invest in the Funnel Builder Secrets program today, what we'll do, we'll be able to see you have a ClickFunnels account, and what we'll do, we'll upgrade your account to the full suite for entire 6 months. That means you have no more monthly payments inside of ClickFunnels for the next 6 months. And we're going to unlock Backpack and Actionetics for you as well. Does that sound more than fair? All right, cool. And some of you guys are saying, can I get more than 6 months prepaid right now? Okay, we've never done this in the past, but we just added this to the order form actually last week. So for limited time, if you don't want 6 months, you want 12 months or 2 years, this is kind of a one-time only shot where you can actually upgrade at a huge, substantial discount. You'll see on the order form there's a couple different options where you can upgrade if you would like. Okay, so what are you going to get today? You're going to get the 6 month ClickFunnels account for free. That's a $3,564 value. And again, if you get started before the deadline, you also get Backpack and Actionetics for free as well. Number 2 thing, you get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass. This is a 10-week masterclass that's going to help you to become a master funnel builder. Okay, now inside the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, you're going to master the Funnel Hacker Cookbook, building inside the editor, funnel strategy, creating offers, copywriting hacks, funnel design secrets, making funnels mobile friendly, funnel integrations, launching your funnel, intro to traffic secrets, and a whole bunch more. Okay, now this is some people who've had a chance to go through my funnel training in the past. I want to share with you their stories so you can see how and why this will work for you. So the first is Liz Ben. You may have seen her online. She's killing it right now in her business. This is a testimony she gave me almost 2 years ago. She said, with our new funnel, which was a webinar funnel, this month we got 35 new clients and $997 each. Now that we have the funnel perfected, we're on track to get 100 new clients this month. Is that crazy? Now, I'm not that good at math, but 100 clients, $997 is a lot of money, right? Now, some of you guys are looking at this like, well, that's awesome for Liz Russell. There's no way I'm going to do that in my business. But I promise if you'd asked Liz 4 months before she sent me this testimony, if she thought it was possible for her, I don't think she would have believed it either. Okay, so you can't discount it, guys. It's happening to people around you all the time. Okay, next one here, this is Mike Stanzik. Now Mike, when I first met Mike, he was probably the greenest green newbie I've ever met. I don't think he did not know what a funnel was. I don't think he even knew what a website was, to be completely honest. He jumped in the training and he said, look, I've never had an actual funnel before ClickFunnels. I followed Russell's instructions. I set up my sales funnel, bought my first ad on my very first try, sold 8 people on my front end, and 2 people bought my $197 upsell. Is that exciting? Now I'm sure some of you guys are looking at it saying, Russell, he made $400. Who cares, right? But I want to stress, he said, on my first try. How many of you guys have been trying to make money online for more than a month? More than 6 months, more than a year. Some of you guys even more than that. What would have been worth you to be like Mike and be successful on your first try? That's what will happen when you follow the Funnel Builder Secrets program. Okay, this is the next one I showed from Simon Cryer. Simon lives down in Australia. He said, I followed Russell's system. I found a funnel I liked. I modeled it on my very first test. We doubled over on our ad spend. We put $1 in and got $2 back out. Isn't that awesome? Now, I shared this one because a lot of people ask me, well, Russell, when my funnel's live, how much money do I have to invest in advertising? And I smiled. I said, okay, well, let me ask you a question. If you had a funnel, you followed the Funnel Builder Secret system, and you had a funnel that worked where you put $1 in advertising in on Monday, and you get $2 back out on Tuesday, how much do you think you should budget for advertising? And they go, well, if I put a dollar in ads in on Monday and I get $2 back out on Tuesday, I want to put in $1 million a day. I said, exactly. Like when you have a funnel that works, you don't have an advertising budget. You have an ATM machine, right? That's the difference. Like I put money in, I get twice as much back out. I want to put as much money in as I can every single day. So when you have a funnel that works, you do not have an advertising budget. Okay, that's the key, you guys. Now, one more I want to share. This is from Brandon and Caitlin Poland. They were one of the first people to ever sign up for this funnel training a couple years ago. And when they went through it, they were brand new, and they're going to tell you their story. But they have gone from really being, again, from the very, very beginning to going through this training alone, the same one you're going to be going through, and dramatically blowing up their company. They've got a 2 Column Clip award, and they're on track this year to get one of our 8-figure awards, which is crazy. Okay, and on top of that, they've helped over 100,000 women. So I want you to hear in their own words kind of their experience. They're in a car, so it's a little bit loud, but it's so powerful when you see. And they're going to actually walk you through exactly how you should apply the Funnel Builder Secrets to your program the way that they did it as well.
What's up, Russell? Guys, my name is Brandon. This is my wife, Kaylin. And we just want to share real quick. Literally 3 years ago, we were like to the end of ourselves. We had no money in our bank account. She was like, am I going to be able to buy groceries?
Yeah.
And it was crazy. We were transitioning out of a past career, and we wanted to do something online. We wanted to take our passion for health and fitness and help people online, but we didn't know how to do it. And luckily, I met a friend through a crazy connection, ended up connecting with ClickFunnels, and we bought this thing. He had this webinar.
We spent the last money in our bank account, like legit.
Yeah.
The last money we had in our bank account.
And I didn't even want to push the button because I was too scared to buy it.
I had to force them to do it.
Yeah, and she did. So it's the best, literally the best thing that we ever did. We're literally sitting in the parking lot of, I think you can see it, of Wells Fargo right now, about to, no, it's so crazy. We're like literally about to buy our like dream vacation home at a lake, and it's just nuts. And so we've been able to help over 100,000 women with our program called Lady Boss, and we're just so excited. So literally what we did is we got Russell's thing, and I literally made us sit down in the living room, remember?
Yeah, and we had to stop the video like every 20 seconds. Every time Russell would say do something, we would pause the video, and we had these huge whiteboards, and we would map it all out, and it'd take us like 8 hours, and then we'd come back, we'd play the video, 30 seconds, he'd say to do something else, we'd pause it, we'd map it all out, take another 4 hours, and we just did that until it was done.
Yeah, so literally we knew nothing. Like the extent of my internet marketing experience 3 years ago when we signed up with Russell was, I think I could play video games and I could hook up a VCR, right? Like literally. And so we went from like that to like now helping over 100,000 people with our online business and using Russell and ClickFunnels and just taking his training. He literally just maps it out for you. It's like you just pause it, do this, okay, great. Next step, it's like going to school, except way better.
So thank you, Russell, and thank you, ClickFunnels. You're amazing.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it so much, and just do it. Please.
Do what Russell says.
Just do it. You invented that hashtag, by the way.
Hashtag.
Yeah. See you guys.
All right, so you guys getting this? This is how this process works. So who does this work for? It works for all types of business. It works if you're an author, a speaker, a coach, consultant. It works for e-commerce. It works for network and affiliate marketing. It works for professional services, for retail, brick and mortar, business to business. Any kind of business you're in, this process works. I hope I've proven that to you guys throughout this thing. The biggest question be like, will this work for my business? Like, only if your business needs to generate leads or money. Like, and that is every business ever born on planet Earth. All right. Now, some of you guys are saying, Russ, this is cool, but I don't have a product yet. If you don't have a product yet, do not worry. One of the very first trainings inside of the Funnel Builder Secret System, we teach you how to build your entire product line out in a weekend. So if you don't have a product yet, don't worry. That can no longer be an excuse for you forever. Like, I'm sure that's probably held you back in the past, and it'll continue to hold you back in the future. But as of today, it's no longer a valid excuse, because in the training, I will show you how to create a product. We also show you how to sell other people's product. Like, you do not have to have a product to be successful with this program. Okay, I have friends right now that do over $1 million a year, and they do not have a product. They build front-end funnels to generate lists, and then they sell products and services to those lists. Okay, and we'll show you guys how to do that inside the Funnel Builder Secrets training program. Okay, so some of you guys are asking right now, is this similar to Funnel Hacks, Russell? So this is the Funnel Builder Secrets program. This is Funnel Hacks, and yes, they all are similar. Let me show you the difference. Funnel Hacks is the equivalent of Harry Potter. How many of you guys saw Harry Potter, the first one? When he was still a cute little kid. Like, it was really good, right? So Funnel Hacks is Harry Potter. Funnel Builder Secrets is like having the full Harry Potter box set. Okay, it's the entire thing. It's all these things. So if you thought Funnel Hacks was awesome, this is like 18 times better, because it's got giving you everything, right? And then on top of that, we're going to add in the Funnel Hacking 201 system, which is, we call it Spy for Profit. And this is going to show you how to go deep and how to ethically steal over $1 million with funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. This will show you behind the scenes of how to figure out the right copy to use, the right landing pages, the right order forms, like the right traffic sources. Like, it is so intense and so in depth. It's like having 3 or 4 college educations in one. You guys will also get that for free here inside the training program. Does that sound more than fair? All right, cool. So again, this in Funnel Hacking 201, you're gonna get the advertising analysis and deconstruction, marketplace, like a whole bunch of cool stuff. Okay, so is it okay if we over deliver? I just want to make sure you guys are okay with that. All right. Everyone's okay? Okay. There is Napoleon dancing. So there you go. All right. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels for free. You get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass. You get Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, a total value of $7,558. But we're not going to stop there. What else do you guys need to be successful? I want to make sure that you have 0 excuses from having success after you've gone through this training and gone through this program. Okay? What else do you guys need? How about traffic? I told you guys before, this was John Reese when he did his $1 million day. He was selling a training program called Traffic Secrets. Now, in the 10 years since this happened, he's updated the course about, 15 times or so. And he recently did the entire program again from the ground up. He had over 125 different traffic sources he taught how to use through Traffic Secrets. Now, he showed it to me before it went live to the public. I thought it was amazingly cool. And I actually went back to John. I said, can I just buy this entire company for you? Because I want every one of our members to have access to this. And after some negotiation, he finally agreed to say yes, and we bought his company, Traffic Secrets. And now when you guys are getting started today, I'm going to give you access to the entire Traffic Secrets training program for free. Okay? Is that awesome or what? I didn't even know there were 125 ways to get traffic online, so I went through this program. Like, it is insanely good, and you guys will get it for free when you invest today. Okay? Inside the traffic training course, again, there's over 125 different online traffic sources for marketing, borrowing traffic, shopping. Like, it's insanely cool. I'm not going to go into it, but I promise you, every day if you watch one video and apply it, you have so much traffic on your phones, you will not know what to do. Okay, so here's a recap you can get. The 6-month enterprise account, ClickFunnels, Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, Traffic Secrets Training Course, total value of $9,551. The next thing I want to give you guys is I want to give you another software tool we created to really make your job easy. The biggest frustration people have is they build a funnel, they have it in there, they try to drive traffic, but then the funnels don't convert. And the reason they don't convert is because the sales letters, the scripts, the copy on your pages suck. So this tool we built with a partner named Jim Edwards, we built it and it'll help you write all your sales letters, your scripts, your webinar slides, everything in under 10 minutes without having to hire an expensive copywriter. And you're going to get a free account for the next 12 months. You guys want to see how it works? Okay, I'm going to give you a very, very quick demo so you can see exactly how Funnel Scripts works. Okay, I got less than a minute to demo Funnel Scripts for you, but I want to show you really quick exactly what it does and how it works. So if you look here on the left-hand column, here's all the different types of scripts you can write inside of Funnel Scripts. You've got sales letters, headlines, webinar slides, emails, every single thing you possibly need, all the bullet points, everything you need inside of your funnels. Funnel Scripts help you to write it. I'm going to show you one real quick example. I'm going to click on the killer headline script. It takes you to this page right here. There's a little quick training video, and then you come down here and you just fill in the blanks. It's so easy. It asks you a question and you answer it. It asks you a question, you answer it. You go through, you answer all the questions. Might take a minute, maybe 2 minutes max. You click on the build button. It'll go through and it'll build hundreds and hundreds of high converting headlines that are proven to work. You scroll down here and check this out. It'll show you here are the top headlines. And if you don't like those, you click on the build button and it gives you, here's a whole bunch more. Oh, here's a whole bunch more. It gives you idea after idea after idea. And if you want, you can scroll down. It also says, Here's like the top 100 different how-to headlines you could use. Here's the top ways to get what you want headlines, and it goes on and on and on and on. Now that is just the headline script. You can do the same thing for your sales letters, your slides, your webinars, your video sales letters, your emails, like every single script on every single word and every single page inside of your funnels, your upsells, your downsells, like everything you can create here, very simple and very easy inside of funnel scripts. And you're gonna get access for free for the next 12 months when you get started today. All right, how many of you guys are getting super excited? All right, that's some of you guys are saying, well, Russell, what if I already have funnel scripts? I already bought it. What do I do now? Okay, so don't worry. If you already bought funnel scripts, we still love you. We love you even more. So what we're gonna do is something really, really cool. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go in, and what we'll do is we will know when you sign up that you're a funnel scripts member, and we will push your billing out for an entire year. So right now, if you're a month in, if you're 3 months in, 6 months in, we will add an additional year onto your subscription, so you'll not pay for funnel scripts for an entire year. So is it okay if we were to deliver again? We just want to keep on blowing your guys' minds. I hope that's okay. So if you already have funnel scripts, like I said, you'll get an additional year access for free. If you don't have funnel scripts yet, we'll unlock it and you'll have access to the entire thing for the next 12 months. Okay, here's a recap. We're going to get the 6-month enterprise guide to ClickFunnels, plus Backpack and Action X, plus the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, plus Funnel Hacking 201, plus Traffic Secrets, plus Funnel Scripts Shop. It is an insane offer for all the stuff you add up is $11,552. But as I'm sure you're guessing, we're not going to charge you $11,552. But I want to know, if we were to charge you $11,552, and if all that this system and this software did was finally give you a funnel that was profitable, where you could put $1 in advertising in and get $2 back out, would it be worth it? Heck yes, it would. I spent way more than $11,552 to build a single funnel in the past, and it's made me millions of dollars, okay? So it's way worth that. So if all this did was help you to share your message with more people, would it be worth the $11,552? Yes, it would. I spend more than that right now a day on Facebook ads every single day. Okay, it's worth way more than that, and you're just getting all together in one spot. Okay, now if all that this did was give you the ability to cancel all the monthly tools you're currently gluing together, using to glue together your funnels, would it be worth it? Yeah, I told you before that the average person saves over $1,000 a month by switching to ClickFunnels. Okay, that's $12,000 over a year. So the $12,000 you save is well worth the $11,552 that this package sells for. Okay, but obviously we're not going to charge you that much. So when I was kind of putting this together, trying to figure out the pricing strategy, I had two options. And the first option was this: go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these things as I could. But the problem with that is it didn't really incentivize me to stack on the value for you. Okay, since ClickFunnels launched, we probably had 30 or more different ClickFunnels killers that have launched in the market that tried to undercut us in pricing. Guess what's happened to every single one of them? They're all out of business. Okay, with us right now, we spend over $250,000 a month just on programmers to make sure the software gets better every single day for you. Okay, we spend over $500,000 a month on customer support just to support you. Okay, so if I were as cheap as possible, eventually we'd be bankrupt and we couldn't actually serve you at all. Okay, so because of that, we went with the second option, which it requires a little bit higher investment on your side. But the cool thing is that in exchange for that, I can devote more time and energy and resources to help guarantee your success. Okay, so I want to ask you a real important question. What do you think one funnel would be worth to you? Like if you had one funnel inside of your business that was successful, how much money per month do you think that thing would make for you? Could it make you extra $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month or more? Like what would one really good funnel do for your business? Okay, and my next question is, how much would you pay to get that one perfect funnel? Okay, and if you want to hire me to come and build a funnel for you, because my funnels work so well, right now I start at $250,000 to build a funnel for you, plus royalties in that funnel for life. Okay, I've done it for a lot of really successful people, as you can see. Okay, so you can see why this is a screaming deal to get everything we talked about here for $11,552. But obviously not going to charge you that. Soon it's going to be $4,997 for the general public. But because you are here today and because you are now officially a funnel hacker, you're part of our community, you're part of our culture, you're part of our group of people, we wanted to get you started on the right foot and get you started with an incredible good discount. We're going to give you access to everything we talked about here for just one payment today of $19.97. Okay, now to get that, you gotta open up a new browser window and go to clickfunnels.com/start. Now I wanna put this in perspective for you because for some of you that may seem like a lot of money, may not for other people, but $19.97, if you were to go right now to clickfunnels.com and try to sign up for the enterprise account that you're getting for free for the next 6 months, it literally is $297 a month. And right now we have over 11,000 people who are paying that every single month. So it's not something I made up some value, like you are literally getting that account for free for the next 6 months. Okay, so right now you've got kind of two choices. Your first option is don't do anything and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. But the problem with that is that if you do nothing, then nothing's going to change in your life. You came on this today because you wanted something to change, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have hung out here for the last 2 hours talking about funnels with me, okay? And so if you do nothing, nothing's going to change. So your second option is a little bit different, but way more powerful, okay? In this option, you got to pony up just a small investment today compared to all the value that you're going to get in return, and just give it a shot. Just see if this will work for you and for your business. Okay. Now, one cool thing about this is that we have a philosophy here in my company that if we can't make you money, then we don't deserve yours. And I stand by that. So what that means is you can get started today and just try it out. And if it doesn't work, let me know and we'll give you your money back. I don't want it. I don't need it. Okay. I want this to work for you. I know it'll work for you, but I need you to take that leap of faith and just try it out. But you don't have to make that decision today. Like, I think it's going to work for me or not. You just got to decide, do I think it will? And if so, go and do it. Because like I said, if we don't make you money, then we don't deserve yours and we'll give your money back. Okay, so here's our 30-day guarantee. You can sign up today, and if you don't like it for any reason at all, and again, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from right now, just let us know and we'll give you all of your money back. But again, don't make that decision today. All you decide today is, do I think this might work? Russell got me all excited. Do I think this will work? Work for him, work for Brandon Kalen, work for Liz, work for Simon, and I can show you again, 200 people have hit 2 Combo Club since this time last year. It's worked for other people. It's happening around you. All you gotta think is, do I think this might work for me? If so, all you do today is say maybe. Say maybe. I'm gonna try it out. And go in there and sign up, and then you got 30 days. And put me to the test. Put the software to the test. Put the training to the test. If it doesn't work, like I said, we'll give you your money back. But if it does, it means it's gonna change your life. And that's what I want for you. Okay, so the real question for you is this. Is it worth gambling just a few minutes of your time to check this out, which even if it only does half of what I've claimed on today's training, it'll literally pay for itself as soon as your very first funnel is live. Okay, here's one last recap where you're gonna get. You get 6-month enterprise path to ClickFunnels, plus if you activate the deadline, you get backpack and action X for free for the next 6 months. You get this Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, Funnel Hacking 201, Traffic Secrets Training Course, Funnel Scripts for 12 months, total value $11,552. Plus, I got fast action bonuses. These are the ones that you are going to want to move fast off. Fast action bonus number 1. This is something that's only good for the next 24 hours. So the clock is literally ticking. This is the unlimited account. How this works is I told you before that our enterprise member, ClickFunnels members, inside their suite, they can have 70 funnels, 20,000 contacts, 100,000 monthly visitors and more. For you, if you get started in the next 24 hours, I'm going to give you the unlimited account. That means you're not just going to double how many funnels in your account. We're going to give you unlimited funnels. You can build 1 million funnels and I'm not going to charge you anything more. Okay, you're not just going to get double the contacts. You have 100,000 monthly contacts. You have unlimited traffic. So you send 1 million people a day to our servers, and we have people who do. We're not going to charge you any metered traffic bandwidth. Like, I will eat those costs for you because you'll have an unlimited account. My priority support guys will have your back. That means if it's 2 in the morning, they're like, and you can't figure out how to do something, and you submit a ticket to them, let them know. A lot of times they'll log into your account and just do it for you, or make you videos showing you how it works. Okay, so my support guys have your back. Total value of this is priceless. Okay, it's because I can't do it forever, but for the next 24 hours, we're giving away that bonus. So there's your first bonus. Okay, next one. This one is for the first 20 people. So if you're already sold and you're just like, I just want everything Russell has right now, I would open up another browser window ASAP. Go to clickfunnels.com/start and start getting started right now. But for the first 20 people, what we're gonna do. The biggest thing I found people that don't have success with ClickFunnels is because they never use ClickFunnels. They sign up and they never go in and use it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have one of my onboarding specialists. They're actually gonna get on a call with you, and they're gonna jump on the call and they're gonna look at your account with you and set it up, get your integration set up, answer any questions, make sure it's gonna work for your business, and you will have an onboarding call with one of my ClickStart specialists. Okay, that's really, really cool. That's how it works. They'll literally be sitting with you over the shoulder, helping you get your account set up. We call this ClickStart, and we're gonna give you one call with one of our ClickStart coaches to make sure it works. And what happened then 7 days later, we'll have a follow-up call with one of our team members just to make sure it's working for you. If not, let us know and we can help you get it fixed. But we just wanna make sure you get into the software and start using it. If you do that, you will have success. And so this is my way just to hold your hand and force you to be successful. You okay if I force you to be successful? I hope so, because it literally will change your life. All right, that's the plan. So that's what ClickStart is. And some of you guys are saying, Russell, what if I want more than one coaching call? Is that possible? So yes, we have our full ClickStart program. You get 8 coaching calls and a bunch of other stuff. Right now, when you sign up on the order form, there's a huge 50% discount. So if you want that, you get 8 coaching calls at half off. Just click on that button right there. And like I said, then you can have 8 calls. So that'll help you over the next 2 months, making sure you get everything set up and running, and it'll help you launch your funnel and it'll be really, really cool. So that's an option on the order form if you want 8 calls instead of just 1. And so those are the fast action bonuses. Number 1, you get the unlimited account in the next 24 hours. And if you want someone to hold your hand, then you got to run as fast as humanly possible to go to clickfunnels.com/start. And if you do that, we will assign you an onboarding specialist to help you start using ClickFunnels. Is that more than fair? All right, so open up a new browser window, go to clickfunnels.com/start ASAP and get started, because those bonuses will be gone very, very fast. Now, when you go to clickfunnels.com/start, the first thing you see is this page right here. And it's going to say create your ClickFunnels account. So if you don't have a ClickFunnels account, you got to create an account. If you do have a ClickFunnels account, click on the sign in here first button, log into your account, and then it'll take you to page number 2. Then you got a couple options. First option is what level account do you want? Do you want 6 months, 12 months, or 2 years? You pick what option you want. Number 2, if you want upgraded coaching, you add it there. If not, you don't have to. Then click on sign up, and that's it. As soon as you do that, we will unlock your account. We'll upgrade to the highest level, push out your billing for 6 full months, and you get access to all the bonuses, all the trainings, all of everything. And that's how it works, you guys. So as we've been going through here, my team's been compiling the top questions. I got 12 questions to go through really, really quick. And then we're going to open up. We got a whole bunch. We got like 15 of our ClickFunnels members who are dying to share their ClickFunnels story with you. I'm going to open up here in a few seconds, but I'm going to go through these questions really, really quick for you. Here are the top 12 questions you guys have been asking. If you have other questions that we haven't had a chance to answer, just email us to support@clickfunnels.com. We will answer them. We are not going anywhere. We are here to support you and serve you. We're not some fly-by-night company. We've been here for 3 years. We have over 50,000 customers. We are here to support you and make sure you are successful. Okay, question number 1. What if I already have a ClickFunnels account? If you already have a ClickFunnels account, do not worry. Go to clickfunnels.com/start. When you upgrade, we'll upgrade your account to the highest level. We'll push out your billing for an entire 6 months. We'll unlock all the bonuses, all the training. You can still get your Click Start call, everything, but you got to go right now. Okay, so you already have a ClickFunnels account. Don't worry, that's what's going to happen. Number 2, what other tools will I need to be successful? You know what? I run my entire company primarily on ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is the web pages and the shopping cart, Backpacks, your affiliate program, ActionX is your emails, your text message, all the other follow-ups. Like you can literally run your entire company inside of ClickFunnels. So you don't really need anything else. You know, I would say you need something to help you write copy, but we gave you funnel scripts as well. I'd say you need to drive traffic, but we gave you all the traffic. Like I've tried to make this offer so it gives you everything you need to be successful. So that's kind of how it works. All right, cool. Next thing here, what if you already have funnel scripts? Again, if you already have funnel scripts, when you go to clickfunnels.com/start and you sign up, what will happen is if you, let's say you're three months into your year-long account right now, we will push the billing out for an entire 12 months. Okay, so it adds 12 months of free access to funnel scripts for you if you already have an account. Okay, so that's pretty simple and easy. Do you have a payment plan? No, we do not have a payment plan. And the main reason why, literally right now, we have over 11,000 people who are paying $300 a month to get what you guys have access to through this program. So it's not fair to them or to you for me to like give you a payment plan that's as much as they're paying for it already. Does that make sense? So it's not really fair to them, so we don't have a payment plan. But the cool thing is that Visa and MasterCard will finance this for you. So you pay on Visa and MasterCard, and then they have payment, your minimum monthly payment is like $50 a month. So that's way better than any payment plan I would ever have. Just put it on Visa, MasterCard, they can finance this for you. How do you know if you got one of the one-on-one calls? You'll know that because you log into ClickFunnels, you log into your account, you'll see here on the dashboard, it'll unlock this whole block right here. So there's funnel, you click there to log into funnel scripts, you click there to log into traffic secrets, you click here to log into funnel builder secrets training, and then click start. If you're one of the top 20, this will be lit up here, and you click on that, and then from inside of there you can go and you can schedule your call from our Click Start coaches. Again, these are on a first come first serve basis, so there's only 20 of you guys will get this, but at the same time it's like the first one is going to get the first call. We don't have like 30 coaches doing this. We have 2. And so they already have their coaching calls with the people that are doing the full Click Start, the 8 coaching sessions. So these are very, very limited. There might be 1 or 2 a day for the next couple of weeks. And so it's first come, first serve. So if you're like, I want to get going now, like go in there and schedule your call ASAP. Just click on the Click Start thing and find the first opening time. And there's not like a fake urgency and scarcity. We literally have 2 people who have full schedule. So, if you wait, either you won't get a call at all or you might be pushed out 3 or 4 weeks. So go now to clickfunnels.com/start, get your account, get on your onboarding call, and let's get you rocking and rolling as quick as possible. Good questions. All right, can I get more calls if I need more help? Yes, again, on the order form here, there's if you want 8 additional calls, there's a button there. You click upgrade for $3,000 to give you 8 more onboarding calls, and that way we can help get your funnel actually launched, which would be cool. People who have gone through this Click Start program told us that on average, they feel like it saved them at least 12 months of trial and error that gets wiped away by having a coach to walk them through with the onboarding process. So it's totally worth doing. What happens after the first 6 months? After 6 months, you will have a chance to log in your ClickFunnels account and choose what level you want to build at. Some people want to stay at the $297 a month level. Some people want to drop down to the $97 a month level. You can choose in 6 months whatever it is you want, but don't make that choice today because you have no idea what your business is going to be like in 6 months. You don't need to make that decision today. Wait 6 months from now, and then 6 months log in and be like, okay, I want to be at this level, or I need to upgrade to this level, and you can pick at that point. Okay? Or if you want, you can lock in 12 months or 2 years right now with a huge discount. This is the only time you're able to do that is right here on this form. Can I get more than 6 months? Yes, you can get it again on this form at clickfunnels.com/start. This is the one and only time you can get more than 6 months is on that form right there. Do I still need email autoresponder? No, ActionX will get rid of all of your need for email autoresponders. If you have one you like, we can integrate with it. But for most people, just migrate everything over and start using us for everything. I can't afford the $19.97 right now. If you can't afford it right now, what I would recommend doing is find somebody who, if you've seen this presentation, you know what it's about. If we do put a replay out, go find someone, show them the replay and say, look, this is the deal. If you invest in this $2,000, I will work and build funnels for you for free for the next month, or I will build your first funnel for free. I'll go through the training, I'll learn it. And so find somebody to finance this for you. I could probably point out 40 or 50 members who did that, who didn't have the money. They found a business partner, a business owner, somebody and said, look, if you invest $2,000 in this, I'll work for free and I will build your first 3 funnels for free. And they get other people to help finance that. And then after that, now they have this tool that'll pay them for the rest of their lives. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? So use the software to finance the software. That's the magic of it. Like, people are paying crazy. We have people paying $15,000 to $20,000 or more for a single sales funnel right now. And you guys have the ability to build unlimited here inside of your account. Like, that's the power. That's the gift that we're giving you here inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, and then will this work for my business? It'll only work for your business if your company needs to generate leads or create customers to sell products. So yeah, it should work for all businesses. Okay, so with that said, one last recap where you get the 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels for free. Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, Funnel Hacking 201, Traffic Secrets course, Funnel Script software for the next 12 months. Total value of $11,552. You guys get everything today for just one single payment, $1,997. All you gotta do is open up another browser window, go to clickfunnels.com/start. You go through the order form. This is what it looks like right here on the page. You'll sign up and it'll unlock all the bonuses, all the traffic, all the trading, everything we talked about. If you have any questions or you get stuck, ask them here in the chat. My team's here to try to answer questions. Or if you don't get your question answered, email us at support@clickfunnels.com. We're not going anywhere. We're here to support you. Like I said, we have over 100 people full time just to do customer support to help serve you guys as an audience. Okay, I always tell people, like, if you're an entrepreneur in your business, it's not a matter of like if you're going to become a ClickFunnels member. It's a matter of when. And so you could do it. You can start ClickFunnels in a month from now, a year from now, 3 years from now. But this package you guys have right now, like, this is only available now. Okay, so if you're an entrepreneur, you want to like sell stuff, you need this, like, now is the time. Like, don't delay it later. This offer is only available right here, right now, and when it's gone, it's gone. Okay. All right. So with that said, you guys, I hope you guys are excited. I see tons of sales coming in. So it looks like you guys are going right now to clickfunnels.com/start. What I want to do is I'm actually gonna go, and we have about 14 or 15 ClickFunnels members who are passionate about the software, and they want to come and tell you their stories. So I'm gonna patch them in here in a second. Let me figure out how to do this really quick. And then I'm gonna pull them in, and then you have a chance to hear from their own words what they're doing. What's cool about this is I got a whole bunch of people from a wide variety of people. We got financial planners, we got chiropractors, we got dentists, we got authors, we got speakers, we got e-commerce people, we got biohackers, we got like people in every market you can dream of who are on here who want to share with you their story. So if you're like, I don't know if this doesn't work for me, or you're confused or whatever, like, these guys will come on and they're gonna share their ClickFunnels story with you, and it's gonna be the coolest thing in the world. While you are listening to their story, if you got questions, you can ask them. We'll try to answer them in the chats. But do not delay. Like, go to clickfunnels.com/start and get started. Fill out your form. Like, don't delay. I want you guys getting your onboarding call scheduled. I want you guys getting started in the program, because this is something, and I'm totally serious about this. It's not something that's just going to change your business. It will change your business, but I promise you it'll also change your life. And you'll see that here from my 15 or 16 guests. You'll see how it's transformed their businesses, but more importantly, how it's transformed their life. So give me a second here. I got to figure out exactly how to patch these guys in here. And hopefully we will be able to figure this out. All right, I'm patching these guys in.
More loud. Do you want to give us a louder voice? We'll talk like this, like Bob Barker.
Oh, perfect. I can hear you.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
What's going on? Let's get some energy now.
There. Woo! I'm so excited.
All right. What can we tell this audience of yours?
Well, I showed off both Trey and Dana. I showed both you guys off in the presentation. So obviously it's using ClickFunnels. Obviously you love it. I'd love to hear just your opinion on ClickFunnels, your experience so far as a customer, and what you think everybody should do.
Oh, man. Cheezo. Like, obviously get ClickFunnels. Obviously get this package, because you get ClickFunnels for free. Like, that's just insane in the membrane right there. It's changed my life. It's changed my business. We've been using ClickFunnels for 4 years now, I believe. And Todd Dickerson was nice enough to tell me, like, I was like one of the first 100 signups of ClickFunnels, which I thought was really cool. And dude, it's literally took our business to quantum leaps of levels, to say the least, because we've had so many breakthroughs just by using ClickFunnels. It's amazing. Like, it's made us so much money. It's retarded.
And one thing, I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but Trey currently has the record for the highest grossing funnel in ClickFunnels. I know everybody else on this panel is gunning for him though right now. It's super echoey on my side. Is that echoey for you guys?
You sound fantastic.
All right, cool. Let's keep going then. Very cool. So how many funnels? Because when Trey got started, one thing he told me is like, I'm going to try to launch a new funnel every single week till one of these things takes off. And you did. And then how many did it take you for, like, you had the one funnel that just like blew up for yourself?
I would say that was probably our 12th funnel or our 20th. It's probably in there, 12th to 20th funnel was probably
somewhere in that range.
I don't know.
I see some people who are like, they try one funnel, like, oh, I tried, but nothing happened. And they just like give up. It's like, no, like try again and then try again. And like the first time you do it, it's going to suck. But if you keep doing it, eventually you'll get a little bit better and a little bit better. And then eventually it'll actually be awesome. And it's insane when you have one that hits, how fast it can go and how it can just like change your life overnight.
You're the big person to tell us that, man. And
I lost his audio.
Because that was absolutely awesome. You know, we had a funnel, and I was like telling you, I was like, man, we're using Facebook right now, and we want to take it past that. And you started saying, well, this is what you need to do. Here's the conversion stuff and tweaks you need to make. And dude, if we didn't have ClickFunnels, it would have taken a developer. It would have took somebody who knows HTML code, which I definitely don't know, and probably someone just to monitor it to make sure their servers are up and running. With ClickFunnels, like we've been able to push traffic and spike traffic. And there's been no delay. There's been no like, oh, your site's down. Like that's what's been so amazing with it is if you do have a scalable offer, when you create one through ClickFunnels, like you don't have to worry about traffic bogging down the system because you guys on your end are making sure everything's running efficiently. And I just have to worry about it's a good offer or not. Like that's what I love about ClickFunnels.
That's so awesome. Thanks, Trey, for showing up. So Dana, what's your opinion? You've been using ClickFunnels now for a long time as well. And you were there the day we figured out that every single funnel, if you used all the things, increased your conversion so high. So curious your thoughts on everything.
So, well, first, for those that don't know me, I'm a goat farmer. And if I can use ClickFunnels, you can use ClickFunnels. And the thing that I guess, like, I just want all of you who are on the fence to just think about is number one, like Russell gives you 6 months of figuring it out. So like Trey, it took him like 10 funnels to do it. So you have 6 months to just figure this crap out. And guess what? It's not going to work like right away, maybe like it didn't for Trey, but it was worth it. Right.
Oh gosh. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's number one. And then number two, like, dude, it has changed my life in so many ways because like I have gone from being like a no name, just goat farmer for real to becoming like, I flew out to work with Trey. I flew out to work with Russell. We found out that amazing statistic when I was out there. And I'm now connected to these amazing people. So even if it's not software, like it's a lifestyle, it's a group of amazing people that you're really buying into. That's what it really is.
That's so awesome. Well, very cool. Well, thanks you guys for sharing your story. We got a lot of people, but I want to talk to everyone, but thank you guys so much. And I wish we were all hanging out again. Very cool. All right. Thanks guys. So who's up next? Who is it?
Hello, it's me. I'm up.
What's up, Julie?
Hey.
All right, Julie is up next. And Julie's been to Boise now like 3 times this year, hanging out, talking about ClickFunnels. And I'm excited to hear kind of your experience and your story with ClickFunnels so far.
Yeah, so I was one of those people that was scared to death to start. I built a funnel and I just sat on it for like 3 months because I was like, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. And I remember turning it on and I was making pretty good money. I was a web designer, service provider. I was making $10,000, $20,000 a month. And I finally got the nerve to turn my funnel on. And within 3 months, I had hit $90,000 a month. And I couldn't believe you were right. I was like, that worked. And so since then, my whole life is ClickFunnels. I'm actually one of the few people that is making a full-time living just as an affiliate for ClickFunnels, in addition to all the money that I'm making from my own products and services. So when Russell says that ClickFunnels, you should never have to pay for ClickFunnels, I can't tell you, every time I sink money into this company and into Russell, it comes back to me 10 times over. So I don't know what else to say except get off the fence.
That's so awesome. And you've helped a whole bunch of like stay-at-home moms and stuff use ClickFunnels as well to launch businesses and stuff as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had a client, I helped build her funnel. She teaches proofreading, okay? So like, and not just regular proofreading, but like proofreading for court reporters. And we built her funnel and she made $1 million in 8 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I just had another client. She's a web designer. She's like, Julie, I'm so full. I can't take any more web clients. How do I create some passive income? I said, you know what? Let's just put together a couple products, really low cost, $27 for a brand course. And she turned her funnel on 4 weeks ago, and she's like, I just cleared $10,000. You know, so she's putting about $200 a day into her funnel and reaping about 1,000 out.
It's like an ATM machine, just plug it in.
It is. It's ridiculous.
That is so cool. So anyone who's thinking about like, should I get this? Should I not get this? Like, what would you tell them?
I would say get off the fence and go all in. Like, put some skin in the game. Be a little afraid and learn everything you possibly can, because it's not a matter of if it'll work, it's a matter of when it'll work. And if you commit to really understanding the kind of offers that people want, it will work. It's just a matter of how long you're willing to stick in the game. So I would just say go all in. Go all in.
That's awesome. Thank you. So those of you ready to go all in, go to clickfunnels.com/start. And that's where you can get started up right now. So thank you, Julie, so much for hanging out. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. All right, who is up next?
I'm up next.
Rachel's up next. How's it going, Rachel?
So good. So I'm actually at an airport waiting to go home. I just had my first live event and it was crazy. We had 60 people. It was so fun that we were laughing. We were crying a lot. Imagine that with me. And we were laughing so hard that we were crying, but it was a blast.
Oh, that's so awesome. Very cool. So how long have you been using ClickFunnels now inside of your business?
So I actually just went into the ClickFunnels group the other day. Can you guys hear me okay, even though I'm in a noisy airport? Okay. So I just went into the ClickFunnels group the other day and I searched for my name and I was like, okay, I want to see when I started because I couldn't remember. And if you are like, okay, all these people are lying, they've been using this for years, blah, 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 they've always been successful, I challenge you to do this. So I typed in my name and I found my first time where I said, is ClickFunnels really better than lead pages in that group? Because up until that point, I had been using lead pages. I don't know if I can say that for like copyright purposes. I think I can, but
you already did.
I just did. So I was using lead pages and I remember I was actually sitting up late trying to figure out how I was going to launch this little membership site that I wanted. And the reason that I switched to ClickFunnels was really simple. And it was just because they didn't have a one-click payment integration system for lead pages. But I remember like my heart was beating through my chest. I couldn't afford $97 a month. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I get 3 people into my membership program because otherwise this isn't worth it. I had failed course launches before that. And now today we have, I think, 660 people in my membership program. But that was just in, thanks guys, it was in April of 2016. So I've been using it for just over a year, about a year and a half now.
Oh, that's so cool. So for those who are sitting here watching this webinar and like, should I do this? Should I not do it? What would you tell them?
Do it. Your heart might be beating through your chest, but even like Julie said, get a couple of people and teach them how to use it and let ClickFunnels pay for itself, or secure a client, make it work, sell just a couple of copies of your course, whatever it is that you have. You only need to sell a little bit to make it worth it. And now you just paid for the system that you can use to leverage yourself to millions of dollars, like many of us on this webinar have done.
So cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today. Travel home safely. Congrats on your event. That's so cool. So for any of you guys who are looking for the URL again, go to clickfunnels.com/start. Get started because these bonuses and the cool t-shirts and the unlimited accounts are not going to be there forever, but they are there right now. So it's time to go. All right, who's up next? Alex Hermosi. Oh, you're muted.
I got it. We're good. What's up?
How's it going, man?
I'm good. I'm at my in-laws' house right now, so I'm here with my wife, Layla.
What's up, Russell?
Oh, thank you guys so much for jumping on. I super appreciate it.
No, 100%.
Now, what's cool about this, I wanted to share a story because I got a lot of people during the webinar who are like, well, this isn't going to work for my business. I got this kind of thing. So when you started, you guys had gyms.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about that and then also the progression from there.
So I went from having a website that didn't do anything for me at my gym, and I didn't know how to work it. And every time I had this, I had my tech guy, and I hated calling him because he would always charge me like $250 every time. So then I would try and go in there, and then the whole thing would break, and I was like, it was so frustrating. And so then on one day, I was like, I'm signing up for ClickFunnels, I'm going all in because this smart marketing dude in the fitness world was like, you should check out ClickFunnels. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And so I was like, I have to figure this out. So I sat down. I was like, all of Sunday, I'm not leaving this room, not going to the bathroom. I can't drink, I can't eat until I figure out what a funnel is and how I can make one. And I ended up being able to. My first funnel went live 4 hours after I made my account, and so we were able to capture leads the next day. So I mean, it wasn't any upsells, it was nothing fancy, but we got it live within 4 hours, and it was getting leads for us within 24.
That's crazy. Now you had 3 of your own gyms, but then you've helped other gym owners through this process. How many guys have you launched since then?
So we had 6 gyms, and then we sold those, and now since then we've launched over, was it 300?
300 like now 40.
340 as of today.
It's insane.
Yeah. So it's been working. I was just gonna say it's worked for us as like when we were gym owners. It worked for us to get customers as a local business, brick and mortar, and it's also helped us work as a coach for gym owners. And so it's helped in both ways because like funnels work, like funnels are like air, like was it planes always fly, marketing always works. So like funnels always work no matter where you're at. It's just like air, like you just have to get the plane right, but it'll always fly if you have the right physics behind it. So funnels always work depending, no matter where you're at.
So cool. Man, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your guys' stories. It's so much fun watching how much your business has exploded. The gym lords.
Thanks
Awesome.
so much. We appreciate you.
Hey, for anyone who's like sitting there like, should I do this? What are your thoughts for them?
We went from 0 to just a lot in a month, within 6 months, like switching everything over, like absolutely do it. It'll change your life. Like this will be the day that you get to think back. Some people are like, oh, I always remember where I was at 9/11. I know where I was when JFK got shot. Like you'll be able to think back. Like I remember when I signed up for that webinar, I wasn't sure. And I'm so glad I did because like my life changed that day.
So cool.
I remember where I was.
You guys ready for your life to change? ClickFunnels.com/start. Get your account started ASAP. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Lana, for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. All right. Up next is Allison Prince.
Can you hear me?
How's it going, Allison?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thanks for coming and hanging out today.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me. This is awesome. These people are so inspiring. Like this is such. I'm in ClickFunnels and listening to their stories gets me re-motivated. I love it. Love it. Love it.
So you just found out about ClickFunnels this year. It hasn't even been like that long, right?
No, in January is when I first found out who Russell Brunson was. I had no clue. And a week and a half later, signed up for ClickFunnels, went all in. And within 6 weeks, I had made more in one of my businesses off using ClickFunnels than I did the entire year previously. Like it was amazing. It's like this magical thing. I had so many pieces the previous year and I wasn't able to serve my clients. And now that all the pieces are together, I'm not worried about broken technology. I'm not worried about this or that. Like I can truly focus on the people in my course now because everything's running, everything's automated. And it is seriously like, honestly, I know everybody keeps saying it changes your life. Like I promise you, it's changed mine. It's been the best business decision I've ever done in my entire life. Absolutely.
Cool. I love it. For anyone who's like, again, I know people watch the and we still have, looks like we still have like 1,800 people live. So there's 800 people sitting there going like, and they're waiting for like that push. Like what push would you give them?
Like me, literally, like push it. Just do it. Just do it. You won't regret it. It's amazing. It really is life-changing.
That's so awesome. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story. For you guys who are ready, go to clickfunnels.com/start to get the special offer we talked about today. It's amazing. All right. Thanks, Allison. Okay. Who's next? All right. Brian.
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. How's it going, man?
What's going on, guys? These are like my favorite people in the world here. So anyway, I'm just geeking out. It's awesome. It's actually crazy to be on this side because it wasn't that long ago. I was on the other side, like just like Rachel was saying, like, should I do it? And our story is a little bit different. It was like out of pure necessity, like why we even got involved with ClickFunnels. So
I want to hear that story. Can you tell me?
Can I tell you? Yeah. So our primary business was actually selling on Amazon. Like we were selling like millions of dollars in product. And I like literally, I still remember it like yesterday. Anybody who sells on Amazon has the app on their phone and they check it every day. The first thing they do when they wake up, they're like, oh, let me see how sales are going. It was a Tuesday morning and it seemed like a little odd. Like the numbers weren't quite what I was used to. And I was like, all right, that's weird, but whatever, it's Tuesday, maybe, it's a slump in sales, but there's like this immediate, like, in the back of everyone who sells on Amazon, there's this like concern, like, what if things get shut down, right? And sure enough, like my heart starts pounding. I go to the computer, I go on, like log into my account, and our number one listing, which like produced over half of our sales, was blocked, like totally shut down. Then our account got shut down. It was all these problems. That's when we realized like we don't have like a real business. Like we don't have a way to communicate with our customers. Like we think we're building this empire on Amazon, but we weren't. So like I had just over 72,000 in product that was sitting there in a warehouse that needed to move. I had no money coming in. I had more product coming in from overseas. So like for me, it was, how do I just break even? Like, how do I just get my money back? Like just sell this product and start getting some of my capital back to reinvest. And that's kind of where it started. So we were able to get that sorted out. And I mean, for us, it was like, that was it. That was my job. I wasn't doing anything else. So I had quit my corporate job and all that. But then like, it was weird because I never thought I would like help people, like train them or do anything like that. I just had my e-commerce business and I was happy. But then I kind of started taking on a few like clients and coaching them through the process and teaching them about like the importance of building up their customer list and all that. And bonding with their customers, building a community, not just having a commodity that you sell on a marketplace. And yeah, like that in that process, it was like one of the most painful things I had been through, but it was the biggest blessing because I found like what I think is my true calling, which is like really helping people, other sellers who were kind of in the same position I was in that don't even realize it, to diversify and build their own sandbox. And it's all because of ClickFunnels. Like ClickFunnels is like the centerpiece of all of it. Because it's what allows us to start that relationship with the customer. Because that's what it's about. At the end of the day, like we are trying to make money, we're trying to sell product, but it's the beginning of a relationship. And ClickFunnels just allows us to do that. So
awesome. I love it. I can't tell you how many stories I know of like people that sold on Amazon or other places like that, and it disappears overnight. And it's just nice to be able to have a place you can go that's consistent. You're not going to lose. And yeah, super inspiring story, man. Thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for everything you do, man.
So for anyone, again, of the 1,800 people who are still waiting here, I want you to give them a push. What would you do, Brian? What do you tell them?
So I think everyone has said the same thing. It's like, you're not sure. Like the biggest thing I keep saying is people are like, but what about my business? But what about that business? Like, please listen to me. Literally every single business can use ClickFunnels. This is how I describe it to people. It's the difference between just going to like a mass store where if you sell a service, if you sell anything, you have a product, there's probably a mass place someone can buy it, and there's like a curated personal shopper way of buying it, right? And it always is a better experience when you have like a personal shopper. So if you sell anything, it's always better to sell it through a funnel. Like that's all I can say, and nothing makes it easier than ClickFunnels. So if you're nervous about it, like Rachel said, and like Julie maybe mentioned as well, just do it. It's literally risk-free. Like I think this offer has just gotten better. Like so just do it.
Is it okay if we over-deliver? That's awesome, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's funny. People I hear all the time that are like, well, will funnels work for my business? And I always kind of joke. I'm like, well, it only works if your business needs customers or leads. So I think that's every business.
It only works if you're trying to collect money. Like that's the only way it works. So
that's awesome. Thanks, Brian, man, for sharing. I appreciate you. And for those who are ready to start, go to clickfunnels.com/start. The fast bonuses are going away already. People are like waving to me. So now's the time to go, guys. clickfunnels.com/start. All right, up next, I think is Anissa. Let's see. I think you're muted. Are we able to unmute you? There you go.
There we are. How are you?
Doing amazing. How have you been?
I have been really, really awesome. To be honest, I've been really, really good. Last week was phenomenal. So thanks to ClickFunnels.
You had a new record-setting week through your funnels, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So last week we actually made like about $80,000 in 1 week, which is completely crazy. And I mean, you're talking about people that are in different industries. Guess what I do for a living? My first job. Yeah. So absolutely. So I'm actually a dentist, right? So, people are coming on, sharing their stories. And, for me, I found ClickFunnels actually I wrote a book, I had a podcast, and people started to ask me to teach them how I was getting patients from Facebook marketing. And so I was trying to figure out like how can I find a platform to actually sell my course, like to house my course, right? And so I found out about ClickFunnels. But it's so funny because like that happened actually last year. And when I was researching it, like I didn't even know what the word funnel meant. Like like I didn't even know what a funnel was. It was so crazy. But I actually taught myself again. I am not I'm not or was not, an internet marketer or anything like that. I was a dentist, and I figured out the software, which means that it was really, really easy. And actually my first course that I sold, the very first online course, I actually pre-sold about $30,000. And that was all through ClickFunnels. We had an initial offer and we had an OTO. So we're able to sell our second product actually. And I mean, it was really phenomenal.
So cool. So it works for dentists, but it also works for the coaching side because you're on both sides of that business now.
Yeah. So I'll tell a story. I mean, so now what I'm doing, so last week, why we had such a great week is I actually launched a funnel course for dentists. Cool. So it's called Funnel Mastery, and it's teaching dentists how to use funnels, how to use ClickFunnels to actually get new patients. And so I had a really cool case study of a dentist who actually no one knew her. She started doing Facebook Lives, and we actually built up an audience, and she was able to actually use ClickFunnels to build a VIP guest list. And so when she was ready to actually launch that she was taking new patient appointments, she actually had several hundred leads, and she had over 50 new patients booked for her practice before it even opened. And again, when I was like, oh, this is what we're going to do. We're going to build up an audience, and then we're going to create a funnel. And she's like, we're going to do what? So now like all of the dentists have been following her journey over the last 4 months, and all of the dentists are like, we want to know how to use funnels inside of our dental practices. And so, I mean, it's really, really huge. So again, you can use it as a coach, as a consultant, no matter what you're selling. As a service, I'm using it for my dental practice as well. I also practice as well to be able to get new patients in. I mean, it's just so many different ways you can use ClickFunnels. It's really cool.
So awesome. Well, thanks for coming and sharing your story. For everyone who's still listening, we got tons of you guys on here. So everyone's captured by hearing everyone's stories. And I love hearing them from all the different industries. It's so cool. So thanks, Nissa, for sharing. And those who are still on the fence, time to go. Go to clickfunnels.com/start. Now is the time.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Okay, up next is Dan.
What's up?
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing freaking great. I'm doing awesome. How are you doing?
Is your new house in the background?
It is. I'm glad you asked because I love showing it off. Okay, look at this crap. Look at it.
Holy cow!
It's so big it won't fit in the screen. Okay, look at that. I can't fit it in the screen, but this is the view I wake up to every morning right here. Okay. And let me tell you this, every single dollar that paid for this humongous house went through ClickFunnels. Okay. Every single dollar. Okay. Not $1 was made that was not through ClickFunnels.
That's so awesome. And what's fun about your story too is like, obviously you've been doing this for a while, but like, I think you had kind of ups and downs. And then like, as soon as it hit for you, it was like, I started getting updates in the office here, like every week, like Dan's passed 100 grand, 200 grand, 500 grand. And it was like the window between start to like $1 million, to like the 2 Comma Club was probably the fastest I've seen, at least publicly.
Yeah, it took me 7 years to become a millionaire overnight. I have been in this game for a long time. I've tried every product out there. I've tried LP. I'll just do the acronym. I've tried everything. And when I got ClickFunnels, from the day I literally started messing with ClickFunnels to the day I hit $1 million was about 5 months, if I remember correctly. We're coming up on, I think, my 13th month, and I'm at 2.5 million. And it's just, and hold on, not only that, but, and guys, I don't mean to be materialistic, but I've always wanted a nice house. Okay. And
I'm nervous having Dan live. Where is he taking us?
Okay. Hold on. I've always wanted one of these too. Hold on. The light's coming up. Slowly. I've always wanted one of these. Can you see that, Russell?
Oh yeah, we can see it.
Oh, you can see it? Okay. That's a Lamborghini, by the way. Now I know a lot of people think I'm like materialistic or whatever, but I used to benchmark myself for success. I used to sit on Trulia and Zillow, right? And I would sit on Trulia and Zillow and I'd look at all these dream houses that I wanted, okay? And every month, you know, the house I wanted would go away, it get sold or whatever. And every month it would just, and I'd be like, okay, I just need to make $2 million to get that house. Or and I would goal set for myself because one of the things I've always wanted was a big house. And I got it. And it was because of ClickFunnels. Okay. I sold the same product I had sold for about 4 months prior to that. But when I started selling it through ClickFunnels, and I started not only ClickFunnels, but the knowledge and the training that goes with ClickFunnels, that's coupled with ClickFunnels, that's when it went nuts. And I mean, the Stripe account is just like, it's like a never ending spinning wheel, and the brake broke and it just keeps going and going and going like there's a little mouse on it, you know? So it's absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, that's so cool. So for those who are wondering, like, should I do this, Dan? Should I take the leap of faith and invest $2,000 in changing my life? What would you tell to them?
Well, I don't want any more competition. No, I'm just kidding. So, I would say this. I challenge you to do something right now. I challenge you to go find, in the past 24 months, all of the big from zero to millionaire verified success stories. Okay. And you will find that the lion's share of them, the vast majority of them, are doing it through ClickFunnels. So if that doesn't answer your question, then you know what? I hear they're taking applications down at the local McDonald's, okay? So that's all I can say. All right, somebody needs to serve McNuggets. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. But that's what I would say, honestly.
Awesome, man. So everyone just heard that and you're ready to go to clickfunnels.com/start. Thanks, man, so much.
All right.
See you, Dad. All right, up next is it Liz Benny? What's up, Liz? How you doing?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That's good.
You're calling in from the entire other side of the world from me right now. What time is it for you?
It is just noon. It's noon now.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad it wasn't like 3 a.m, so that makes me better. So let me tell us your ClickFunnels story. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, cool. So everyone that's listening to this right now, you've heard some incredible stories. I'm sitting in my version of the dream house right now. I'm not going to walk you around because you are literally all plugged in. But a story that I can tell you is that Mr. Russell Brunson, the big guru that you see there that you might have up on a pedestal right now, the Mr. Amazing, you know, the guy that's offering you this incredible opportunity right now, he has been jumping out on my trampoline just outside my window, just out there. And I took him to this home because he saw the crappy, we used to call it the SGB, which stands for the not so wonderful green bungalow. It was this tiny, moldy, disgusting house. And that's where we used to live, and it used to have a broken driveway, massive earthquakes here in Christchurch. And I used to be incredibly poor. I'm just going to call it like it is. And that feeling of not being able to provide for my family, and that feeling of not being able to be myself, and that feeling of not being able to get my message out there into the world got me to the point, honestly, of massive depression. I didn't know where I was going. I was like, there has got to be an easier way. And there was this really annoying guy on Facebook, and his name was Russell freaking Brunson. And I saw him all the time, and his name just kept coming up. And he was like this 12-year-old telling me that I can become like this overnight success story. And I'm like, whatever, 12-year-old, go away, right? So that was my experience then after a while of seeing this. Obviously, the retargeting on that ad was amazing, but I actually just took the leap of faith. And I actually think that I am probably member number 50. I'm like the grandma of ClickFunnels. I'm on the front page of ClickFunnels for good reason. I think everyone's like, Liz Benny, just go away, right? Tell us another story. But here's what I will say to you is that I'm in a position right now in life where literally the world is my oyster. I am in a situation where I can do whatever I want when I want. I have 3 operational funnels. Those are the ones that I, honestly, if I say to myself, how much money do I want to make this month? It really is about how much traffic do I want to send to those funnels that particular month, because the funnels work. It's just about how much traffic I'm going to send to them. It's my business right now is in a position where it's just scale city. So if you're sitting there listening right now and going, okay, cool, Liz, it's all very well and good for you. You know, I want my dream home too, but you can do it and I can't. I say to you, no, look at all these people here. We're all different. We all come in our different shapes and sizes and colors and backgrounds and everything. I'd say to you that you are very, very safe with ClickFunnels. You're very, very safe with Russell Brunson. There are not many people in this industry who can speak with such high levels of integrity, because there are a lot of scam artists in this industry. So if you're sitting there going, is this real? Can I actually trust Russell? Well, number one, he's made this a completely risk-free offer. So you'd be, in my mind, honestly, like, just do it. But you can trust him. That's what I want to say to you.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Liz. It's been so much fun watching your whole transformation and journey over the last couple of years. And just so grateful for you to jump on and share your story as well.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you big time.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz. All right. Who's up next? This is so fun, by the way. This is like my favorite day ever. All right. So Ryan and Brad. What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up?
So I want to hear your guys' ClickFunnels story as well. It's been fun watching your journey and excited for other people here as well.
Brad, take it.
Okay. So Ryan and I are business partners, so that's why we're on here at the same time. And for those, there's got to be at least some financial services professionals out there that have been watching the webinar wondering, well, if I don't sell a product online, if it's not just a one-time transaction thing, like, does ClickFunnels work for me if I have to meet with somebody face-to-face and take them through a whole process? That's where we were. We were pretty skeptical of that whole thing too, which is why it took us a little while to get into ClickFunnels. But what we want you to get out of our story is this absolutely still works for you if you're not actually selling a product, but you're trying to create relationships and have clients work with you one-on-one. And I'll do this. I want to show you a couple things, and then I'll turn it over. So Ryan and I run a financial services practice, and we had the big office downtown, tried to go kind of the normal route of trying to look very professional to try to get clients in and that whole thing. And we were the exact story that Russell talked about, which was we tried to hire developers and we spent like $10,000 doing that and tried to hire people to drive traffic, and it was terrible. And money was just going down into a black hole until we finally found ClickFunnels. And now I would say this about how successful it's been. It's so successful, we barely use it. Right? Let me say that again. It's so successful, we barely use it, because every time we turn it on, we get swamped with more clients than we can meet with, and we have to turn it off again. And then we meet and fulfill and make a whole bunch of money, and then we turn it back on, and then a whole bunch more clients come in and we turn it off again.
Such a good problem to have.
It's awesome. And when we go to industry conferences and we're talking to people, the number one thing everybody's like, oh, where do you get leads? How many referrals do you get? And we're like, yeah, I keep having to turn it off because I have too many clients. And they're like, there's not space in their brain to process that. But that's not even the best part about it. Ryan and I now get to work out of our homes instead of driving 30 minutes and working downtown and doing all that. My kids just dropped off these little gifts for me, and I get to meet with my clients in my bare feet because I can run my entire practice virtually because I don't need everything that comes with a normal financial services firm. So for those that are wondering if this works to get clients and move them offline and work with them one-on-one, 100% absolutely. It's been working for us for 2 years now.
That's so cool. Ryan, you want to add anything to that, or are you just saying, yep, that's how it works for us now?
Yeah, man. And honestly, a lot of people on here have shared to pay for your ClickFunnels membership, teach people how to use ClickFunnels. We've had so many financial advisors over the last 18 months ask us what we're doing that just, 2 months ago, we decided to open up a course and teach people how to do what we do with ClickFunnels, financial advisors who are used to meeting with people over a kitchen table. And it was amazing to see their results. I mean, when we started sharing funnels with them that convert and drive traffic and give value to clients, all we had to do was push a button and a converting funnel went to someone else's someone else's ClickFunnels account. And you have made it so easy, Russell, to do business online. And that's what ClickFunnels has done for us. It's allowed us to do what we love to do and remove the headache of all of the technology stress that comes with it. We send out emails, we drive funnels. If we have an idea, we host a perfect webinar, and never once do we get online or on the phone and call our tech guy. We just push a button, have a funnel, run a webinar.
Make money.
So awesome. Thank you guys for sharing your story. Like I said, hope that helps everybody who's out there that does financial planning and business professionals, stuff like that. Like it works. It works in all the businesses. So cool.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Hey, real quick before the next guest comes up, a bunch of people are asking, like, what's the offer again? So I'm going to go recap it real quick for you guys. If you can see my screen back here, I'll tell you away. So again, to get started, go to clickfunnels.com/start. And the special offer is for just one payment of $19.97 today. Here's all the things you're going to get. You're going to get the 6-month account to ClickFunnels for free. Plus, you get Backpack and Actionetics as long as you take action before the deadline's over. You're going to get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, the Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, the Traffic Secrets course, and the Funnel Script software. All of that is going to change your life. And all you got to do is go to clickfunnels.com/start. And then you can be just like all these people here right now who at one time were struggling and now are just having absolute certainty in all their goals inside their business. And it's amazing to watch. So very cool. All right, who is up next? All right, Alex, you are up next.
What's up, Russell?
How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. My daughter just walked in here. She goes, "Hey, that's Russell Brunson."
Tell her hi. I miss her.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, Alex, real quick, your story's fun because you've been working with entrepreneurs for a long time, and you've seen entrepreneurs all sorts of stuff, and you kind of just gotten into the ClickFunnels world more recently. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on it.
Russell, I think that the easiest way to explain ClickFunnels is that most systems, you have to learn how to use a system in order to make it effective. And ClickFunnels is a system that when you learn it, it makes you effective. Because when you look at how it lays out and how it works, it actually teaches you how to sell. It teaches you how to bring people through a process. It's a system that in and of itself, just having the system makes you better at marketing. And we've changed our approach. We've changed how we put ourselves out there. We change how we attract people towards us. But I think the most important part for anybody who's considering this is, I don't like systems. I actually avoid most systems as much as I possibly can. But when you get into ClickFunnels, it's almost like a paint by number. It's not almost. It is a paint by number strategy in the system itself, which that's unheard of. Most of the time you have to go get a ton of training. You have to get a ton of help, a ton of support. But the fact is, ClickFunnels, like when you guys change something or add something, I go look because that's where the marketing world is going next.
That's awesome. I think one of the things, and I'm a student of yours as well, it's fun watching you talk about momentum, how entrepreneurs, like, they need to be moving all the time. And so many times we have an idea or a vision or product and we start moving and then like the tech happens and they stop and we lose momentum and we just stop. And I think this is one of the most powerful things about ClickFunnels is it gives you the ability to keep momentum going forward and not have to stop.
Well, and if you can use a word processor, you can set up sophisticated funnels that will move somebody through a buying process and have them coming towards you as easy as like using Microsoft Word. It blew me away when we first got into the system. Russell, I thought I was going to somebody to be my ClickFunnels guy. We just do it ourselves. It's that easy.
I love it. That's a bunch of people are like, well, who's going to run this? I'm like, you should just run it. It's really that easy. It's so cool.
If I can run it, anyone listening can run it.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Alex, for coming to sharing. What would you tell anybody who's on the fence that you want to push them over?
I just saw the deal that Russell laid out. It's much better than what I got when I bought ClickFunnels. You should buy it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, man. Cool. Well,
appreciate you, Russell.
Again, appreciate you too. All right, so go to clickfunnels.com/start if you're ready to get started and be like everybody here who's talking. And up next is Dr. Chad Woolner is going to be sharing his story. Think you're muted. Oh. How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm a little tired, but excited. So it makes it a lot easier.
Thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it. I'm honored to be seriously, I'm like, what am I doing with all these other awesome people here? I'm a little out of my element as far as all these rock stars, but yeah, man, super excited to be here. Tell me what you want to know.
Well, because so you're again, I get people all the time. They're like, well, I see this works for authors and coaches and blah, blah, blah. But you're a chiropractor.
Yep.
And you use ClickFunnels every single day. Talk about what you do and why you guys do it.
So yeah, so like rewind back when I first started in practice, it's no mystery that they don't teach chiropractors how to be entrepreneurs. They teach you how to be chiropractors. So starting my practice from scratch, I was very naive and ignorant and wide-eyed and thought that, maybe it was going to be a little difficult for a year, but then as soon as that year was done, I was going to be making 6 figures a year because I'm a doctor, right? I've got my doctor credentials and that's what you do, right? And 3 or 4 years later of struggle, well, and that's the thing is, I don't know if you want me to say this or not. I have the unique perspective. I've known Russell here for probably longer than anybody else. Met Russell. So Russell saw and was acutely aware of my struggle. He saw how painful it was that entire time. And I think he made ClickFunnels just for me, maybe to save my practice. I don't know. But anyways, he saw the struggle. And so obviously I was looking, I had talked with all the industry gurus and I'd looked at all sorts of different software and all these different things. And it was literally like right at my wit's end where I was like ready to just like give up on chiropractic. I was like, I'm ready to just come work for Russell or do something. I don't know. Russell's like, we've got this new software program coming out. Give it a try and see if you can't use it and make it work for your practice. And so I was like, okay, cool. And so I jumped in. I was like, and maybe that's where I can beat Trey Llewellyn's stat of being the highest. I was like, what, number 10 or 20 or something like that. And so anyways, started using ClickFunnels and no joke, like I feel like everything had led up to that moment. I remember the first funnel that we implemented, I told you about it. And I kind of was walking you through like the process of what we were thinking we were going to do. And you were like kind of nodding your head. You're like, I think that's going to work. We implemented it with ClickFunnels and it was a game changer for us. It was like, within a matter of literally weeks, our practice transformed. It was like almost an overnight process and we didn't look back from there. It just grew and grew and grew. And it was unbelievable. In fact, and this is true story. Literally what's funny about this is before you asked me to be on this webinar here, Amber, my wife and I, we were driving through our neighborhood. We just bought a house about a year ago, brand new, beautiful home. And I was telling her, I was like, what's funny is ClickFunnels has changed our life. Like ClickFunnels is what bought this house for us and ClickFunnels. And she's like, you're right. And I'm like, it's kind of crazy that a software company has made such an impact on our family, like me personally, on my practice and everything. And what's incredible is that not only has it changed my practice, but I've since then, like you're hearing kind of this same theme with brick and mortar business owners, is that they figure out how to use ClickFunnels in their business. It changes it, and then people are like wanting to know, like, well, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? And that's what I did. I created an online program teaching chiropractors how to use ClickFunnels in their practices. And since then, literally, I think last was like 250 chiropractors have my 231 chiropractors have my program all over the world, and they're using ClickFunnels, how to change their practices, how to bring in new patients. So yeah, it's been awesome.
So for anyone, we still have like well over like 1,500 people sitting watching. Like, what would you tell those guys?
Something very simple. Hesitation will cost you far more than the investment. You're going to lose a lot of money if you don't pull the trigger on this. I work with people all the time, and that's the biggest thing that I tell chiropractors is anything you're doing, if you hesitate, you're going to lose a lot of money. So please don't hesitate, pull the trigger. And I can, again, vouch for having known Russell probably longer than anybody else. I've had the privilege and honor and opportunity of calling him a friend of mine. I've had the opportunity to see kind of the intimate side of behind in his life, and I can assure you he's a solid, straight up guy. The software program is incredible. He really is truly everything he's saying. He wants to help business owners. So jump on board with him. You can't go wrong. Honestly, it's amazing.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You bet, buddy.
Very cool. So for those guys who are still wondering, where's the link? How do I get started? It's clickfunnels.com/start. It's time to start. All right, up next, we got Anthony DiClementi. How's it going,
What's going on? It's going great. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for jumping on.
This webinar has been fantastic. I've been loving it.
It's been so much fun. So for you have passion. You have ideas. You're such a talented person. And I think I've known you for a while, and you kind of struggled a while getting it out. I'd love to hear some of your ClickFunnels story of how you're able to use it as a tool to get your message out to more people.
Yeah, man. So one of my favorite quotes is that money likes speed. And I was really good at spending a lot of money fast and like in the wrong places. And I remember spending like $10,000 to build a website and like crossing my fingers, hoping it would work. And it didn't at all. And it was like the last $10,000 I had. And I ended up taking the plunge in 2014 with ClickFunnels, but like I still had so much of this old programming where like you need to hire developers and have them do things for you. So I was like hiring developers and then asking them to do things for me in ClickFunnels. And then I realized from the amazing community that you've built here that I could do a lot of this stuff myself. And there's so much more transparency now, and the ability to make changes to your website is like instantaneous. And that's completely changed our business. I mean, we've done over 20,000 copies now of the Biohacker's Guide, and it's all because of ClickFunnels. And can you guys hear okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And our goal is to hit, we've got some stuff in place to hit 100,000 plus before Funnel Hacking Live 2018. And like, we're going to make some moves there. I want to be on stage getting the 2 Comma Club, and none of it would be possible without ClickFunnels. I'd probably still be spending tens of thousands of dollars on websites and hoping they work. I was actually creating split tests while watching your webinar. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. Why aren't we doing that in our funnel? And I'm in ClickFunnels making those changes. So it's a complete game changer. And yeah, I think anyone that like believes in themselves and kind of has the mentality of, I'm not going to quit until I get it. All you need is that determination and the right tools, and the right tools being ClickFunnels. And if you like are willing to bet on yourself and willing to do whatever it takes, and you have ClickFunnels in your corner, then like the world is your oyster.
So cool. And one thing I always talk about is, there's 2 sides of ClickFunnels, right? One side is like the entrepreneur makes money, but the second side is like the entrepreneur, as they're making money, are helping other people and changing their lives. And I know some of your work, obviously what you do. I would love if you share just like the impact you're now able to have on people's lives and their bodies, and like what they're able to do here on this earth.
Yeah. So one of them that's like fresh on our mind, Mark Lumia signed up at Funnel Hacking Live 2017. And he was at our place. So like when I first started using ClickFunnels, I was sharing an apartment, a moldy apartment in Chicago. Like Liz mentioned, I was like, oh, that was me too. You forget like where you've come. I was in a moldy apartment in Chicago with 2 other guys, paying $400 a month because that's all I could do, and like everything else got dumped into bad online decisions. Besides ClickFunnels. And now we're like, this morning I went for a walk on the beach with my dad and my girlfriend, and we're all at a house 5 minutes from the ocean in Delray Beach, Florida, entirely because of ClickFunnels. And it's changed our lives in so many ways. Well, Mark Lumia was here last weekend, just a few months after signing up for the program. He's down like 85 pounds. And we were on the row machine in like my man cave garage that we've converted into a gym. And when he first started in February, he was like, it took him like 3 minutes to row 500 meters. And on Saturday, he rode it in like 1 minute and 38 seconds. And I looked and I'm like, my best ever time is like 1:26. And this guy's like, he's down 85 pounds. He's almost crushing my best time. And now I got to get on the row machine and like, like back myself up. But like, that's one person of like the tens of thousands and millions that we're reaching every month, through our podcast, and like everything from the podcast to the free book funnel to our membership site to our biohacking week event to our high ticket. It's all through ClickFunnels. And it's all because of you guys. And like a lot of people haven't talked about the community here, but it's amazing. If I'm looking to launch a webinar funnel, I know that there's thousands of people that I could hit up and say, hey, what's working well for you? And they'll say, oh, just do this and this. This is converting way better than, these other ones. And they'll tell you what to do and just condense that learning curve down to like as short as it possibly can be. And money likes speed, impact likes speed. And the more people like this community and tools that you have on your side, the greater your chance of success.
Awesome. Well, thanks, man, for jumping on and sharing your story. I love what you're doing. I love how people's lives are changing. It's so fun.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
No worries. Now, as we're waiting for our next, I think might be our last guest, I just want to stress for everyone who's like thinking about this and waiting, like, I don't know about you, but as an entrepreneur, like I wanted to do big things. I wanted to sell stuff. I wanted to help people. I wanted to do this sort of stuff. And it was always really, really, really hard. And like our entire mission with ClickFunnels, with our company, with our training, with our products, with our software, everything is like, is to like put the power back in the hands of the entrepreneur and give you the ability to actually go out there and change the world and help people and serve people. And I don't know any better way than this. And so if you know that's you and you hear this calling and you're like, that's me, like I'm an entrepreneur, like I have gifts, I have talents, I have skills, like I want to go out there and help other people. Like this is the path. It's not something we made up, it's not something we invented in the last 24 hours. Like this path has been written by thousands, tens of thousands of entrepreneurs. Like I said before, like we have over 52,000 active members as of today. So you're not the first run. It's not our first rodeo. Like we've done this over and over and over. And the new live training is starting next week. So it's time to jump back on, get into live training, start using the software, going through the program together as a community. And so you can get results like these people. I would love in 6 months from now to be on the thing like, I didn't know if Russ was talking about was true. He looks like he's 12 years old. He's all crazy talking fast. But man, I did it. I took the plunge and like, look at what happened. And if you go in there and you take the plunge and it doesn't work for you, like I said, we have risk-free money back guarantee. Like we will literally give you every penny back. Like I don't need your money. I'm fine. This is about you, not about me. Whether you take this investment and you invest your time and your energy, your money or not, it will not change the quality of my life whatsoever. Like this is about you. It's about changing the quality of your life. And the only way to do that right now is to go to clickfunnels.com/start and get started. Like jump in this process, get momentum, start moving forward, and let's get your message out there so you can change the world. And it's gonna be fun. All right. So up next, I'm a little nervous about this one, I'm not gonna lie. We've got Dave up next, man. How you doing?
I'm actually a disgruntled customer. I snuck into this group. I want a refund on my free book. I didn't read it, but I was supposed to make $1 million the next day. I'm great, man. Can you imagine? I just Trojan horse myself into this Zoom call. Hours.
Oh,
all right. Serious.
But tell people what you do for real so they understand what you're doing in your world.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, don't let these baby doll eyes fool you. I've been an e-commerce seller for 13 years, guys. While I was listening to everybody talk about like the trajectory, I did a Wayback Machine on one of my companies. So I own a few brands, getkombucha.com. We sell really cool kits on how to make kombucha. So people talk like, will it work for me? Like I sell hippie fungus yeast kits to make hippie fungus yeast tea, which recreates itself to make more hippie fungus. Like if you could sell fungus, you can sell anything with ClickFunnels, right? Also, we sell hot sauce kits and fun DIY gift kits. I also now coach and do courses thanks to this fantastic man, and it's incredible. So I went to the Wayback Machine, and like in 2007, it just brought back so many memories of calling, another country, spending whatever. Like, I mean, I know people get ClickFunnels for free for 6 months, which is insane. There's part of me that's like, well, why didn't I sign up today? But then I'm like, well, I wouldn't have made all the millions of dollars the last 2 years then to, or helped other people to make those millions if I signed up earlier. So it's worth, I don't mind paying the 6 months, but whatever the cost is, like that was my cost per hour to get my font to be like red Tahoma. And all those old school internet marketers guys know, like to get your font to be like red Tahoma font, that was the cool thing. I had a Yahoo Merchant Solution account. When ClickFunnels came out, I knew instantly, Loki pages. When I saw Loki pages and some other sites, I bought a yearly membership because I was like, this is the thing. And like, I love to make money, but I hate to waste money. And the next day, I didn't even bother asking for a refund or credit or whatever. I went all in on the ClickFunnels and I bought a year, whatever the year thing was or 6 months thing, and it's a completely changer. And whatever amount of money like I had already paid in those other softwares, I made it back like a week later. Like it's insane. I also want to say something else. This is the first time in history that the people that are making the technology, I call it like software 2.0. Like, I mean, Russell, would you say you are not a tech guy? Would you agree? You're not a tech guy. Yeah. Right. So Russell guys, so if you're thinking like, okay, but what am I going to sell? How am I going to sell it? This is like the best bicyclist in the world finally got to design the best bicycle, right? So it used to be the guy who used to make the bikes. He never rode a bike. He never rode a bike before. Finally, guy who's the best at this: marketing, storytelling, understanding, giving value, building your tribe, building your community. Finally, I don't know, got the keys to the castle, made an incredible team, which, by the way, all of us, we just got asked short notice. It's like everybody's in different parts of the world. We all have families. We all have other obligations. And like that, we jumped on this call. If your friend tells you to go to a restaurant, you go to it. But think about this, right? Like the amount of people that this man has influenced that are willing. And this is a short list, right? So like this is such a unique time in history that he's attracted people to express his stuff. And that brings me to point number 2. Let's say you already have a business and you say, okay, I don't want paint by numbers. ClickFunnels gives you the other direction as well. You could express. You have an idea. That idea can be expressed, and you could start running traffic. You could send a link out in hours. In hours, something that would take me months. And let's be fair, I just never did it because I got so overwhelmed. So all these things up here can be expressed easily, quickly. And so that's my joy. But if you're just starting, feel good knowing that Russell's thing, he's the best bicyclist in the world that finally got the chance to build the best bicycle. And you're getting both today.
So cool. That's a really interesting way, because I was a similar way. I use tech tools. And you're like, who invented this? What were they thinking? And it's really cool that it's created by marketers for marketers. And yeah, it's amazing. So, and the last things for everyone who's still on here, we still have like 1,200 plus people on. So what are you gonna tell those guys to push them over the edge once and for all?
I mean, this has got to be something that you want. And actually, I'm going to call something out. If something took 6 months to do, if something took other things you had to buy and learn, and like, then you have an excuse. Then all of a sudden you put the responsibility on someone else, right? There's no excuses. I can't believe I'm saying this right now, because like people used to tell me this. I'm like, and then, but you have to at some point in your life, you have to make an analog decision. Either the light switch is on or the light switch is off. And so let's stop dimming around, and you got to make a decision. And it really comes down to, do you believe in yourself? That's it. You don't need all the answers. There's so many people that are going to help. First buy everything, but then go to the Facebook page. Look, there's an amazing loving community. Software is not fun. Software is not loving and cheery go hum. But this somehow made it because it's a bigger purpose. The ClickFunnels, as great as it is, it's just a bridge or a vehicle or a bicycle to get you where you are to where you need to go. And there's passionate, incredible human beings that are doing it for so many different niches. Like, people are doing this to sell services. People are doing this to sell products in so many different niches. Brian and I still, as much as I'm using ClickFunnels to do, redemption funnels, to do bridge pages to Amazon, to then boomerang them back to ClickFunnels. Like, there's so many ways you could do it. But the cool thing is like, you don't have to think about them because they're all done for you. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. You just got to either turn the light switch on or off right now.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, man, for jumping on, sharing your story. I'm going to go buy some hippie fungus stuff now that I know there's a funnel for it. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Well, thank you, Dave. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out.
Just to take you.
Oh, thanks, man. All right. So thanks, everyone who's been hanging out. I appreciate you jumping on. I want to jump back on the slides and kind of close this out, if that's all right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and sharing your stories. Appreciate you guys. How do I jump back over there now? I'm just going to jump on right here. We got a whole team here going crazy. We're all so excited. We've been killing ourselves to share. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed the presentation today. One last recap, one last push. And I hope you guys felt the heartfelt of how much we love and care about our entrepreneurs and the people we're serving. And we want to serve you as well. So here's a little recap of the offer one last time. If you can see here, not sure if you can see that or not. There we go. So once again, you're going to get the 6-month account to ClickFunnels for free. Plus, you get Action X and Backpack as well. You get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, Funnel Hacking 101, Spy for Profit. You can get the Traffic Secrets Training Course, the Funnel Script software, everything. There's one payment today of $19.97, $2,000. Have a tool and a training system that'll pay you for the rest of your life. I don't know about you, but that is the most insane offer ever. After you do this, you're going to go right now to clickfunnels.com/start and walk you through the process. You're going to go there, you're going to scroll on the page, and you're going to get signed up. Okay. You're going to get ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months. After you log in the account, you're going to go and set up your Click Start call. I mean, someone from our team, probably one of these beautiful people over here, is going to be on the call with you and going to help you to get your now account set up. Okay. So we're not leaving you alone. We're not going to things you sign up for and you disappear. Like, we'll have somebody on the phone to help you get it connected for your specific business, help you get your first domain purchase. Like, we'll do everything so that you've got it set up. Okay. Then you're going to log in, and over the next 10 weeks, I'm going to be taking you personally hand by hand and saying, okay, here's the first step. Just do this, nothing else. And you're going to do that. And then the next week, here's the next step. And then you're just going to do that. And then here's the next step. And we're going to do that over 10 weeks. And by the time the 10 weeks is over, your funnel will literally be launched. Okay. I don't care if you're selling hippie fungus, if you're selling coaching, if you're selling dentistry, chiropractor. What else do we have? We had people from every industry, financial planning. If you have e-commerce, whatever it is you're selling, it doesn't matter. Like, this process works. This is how selling happens today and how it's going to continue to happen in the future. And we are here because we love you. We care about you. We want to support you. We want to serve you. And the only way to do that now is to go and get started. You've got to take that leap of faith. You have to take that first step and just do it. And the step might be scary at first. You might be like, I don't know if I can do it. You can do it, and it's not that hard. All you got to do is go to clickfunnels.com/start. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, like, I don't know if I can do that, like, what if it doesn't work? The coolest thing is you got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So go in there, start, do your onboarding call, jump on the trainings. You'll be 6 weeks into the training or whatever. It's 4 weeks in the training. At that point, like, is this working for me? If it's not, then just let us know. We'll give you every penny back. I do not need your money. I will give it back to you, and you're completely fine. But if it does work, this could literally transform your life. Okay, I said it earlier, and I'll say it again, not to be cocky or anything, but I want you to understand, like, this is not about me at all. Whether you sign up today or not, it's not going to change my quality of life even one iota. Like, nothing will change for me. But everything can and will change for you. This is not about me. This is not about my company. It's about you as an entrepreneur to be able to take your ideas, your product, your service, whatever it is that you sell, whatever it is you do, the way you serve humanity, ClickFunnels becomes the vehicle that will help you get your message, your product, your service out to the world. Okay. And we're here. We care about you. We're here to support you. And I promise you, if you go through this training, if you go all in, do what Brandon and Caitlin did. Watch the first training, do it, and then pause and go and do the thing. Then watch the next part, do it, pause it, and then go do it. And do that process over the next 10 weeks. And if you do that, I promise you, at the end of this process, you will have a business. You will have a funnel. You will have everything up and running. You have traffic going to your funnels. Like, the process will be done. And that's our gift to you guys. And that's what we want to do today. So once again, now is the time to get started, to get off your seat, stop waiting. Open up a new browser window in Chrome, Firefox, whatever you want to use. Go to clickfunnels.com/start. That's it. And take that leap of faith. And I promise you guys, it's a leap of faith, but it's not really that scary, because the worst case scenario, it doesn't work, and then you give your money back. Best case scenario, it changes your life. It changes your business. But more importantly, it gives you the ability to change other people's lives. And that's what business is all about. That's why I'm in business. I'm sure that's why you're in business as well. So that's the step, you guys. But I can't take the step for you. I can tell you, I can make an irresistible offer. I can get all my friends come on here who are using this and tell their stories, but you've got to do it. Like, I can lead you to the water, but you've got to take the drink yourself. You got to take that step. I can't do it. I wish I could. If I could just, like, make you drink the water, I promise you would love it. And you'd be like, that was amazing. But the last step's up to you. So you got to do it. Now is the time. Don't wait. Don't think about it. Just jump, take a leap of faith. I promise we're here to catch you, and we will help support you, and we will take you on your journey. But now is the time to get started. So once again, you guys written this down hopefully 2,500 times. You got to go to clickfunnels.com/start. Let's get your account started. Let's get you started in this process. I'm going to show you what's going to happen over the next month, 6 months, 12 months, next year, 2 years, 3 years. I want you on our next event on stage telling your story, okay? Because that's what we're creating. We're creating entrepreneur success stories, and that is what I want from you. So thanks again so much, you guys, hanging out this webinar. We've been going for a couple hours now. It's been a ton of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. We killed ourselves. We were here till 2:30 last night putting this together for you. We were working all the way. I didn't even finish all my slides in time, but I didn't care. I just want to get this message out to you guys, to show you guys what's happening, what's working, and what you guys need to do now to get started. So with that said, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Go to clickfunnels.com/start, and I will talk to you guys all again soon. Bye, everybody.